people. I don't know if it's working yet, and we might have to mess with the sounds. Can anybody hear me?
I'm TDreads.
Can people hear TDreads? Can you hear me? Can you see me? I gotta
No, you're
move
not.
some of these around.
You're not Unwithered Truth.
Unwithered Goat. Unwithered Sigma.
Yes.
All right, it sounds good to me. It sounds pretty good to me.
Tell them to like and subscribe, all that stuff. TDreads, work your magic.
We gotta wait. We gotta wait till the high point in the stream where there's an emotional high, so we can manipulate them. I love sales. I love.
Let's see. Yes. Okay. Just in case, we're gonna do that.
Oh, the delay is very little actually.
It's better than TDreads
like a couple
delay,
of
that's
seconds.
for sure.
Yeah, your delay's like 30 seconds.
Maybe because
minimum.
I have first world internet, unlike Mr. Dreads over here.
Hey man, you gotta break a couple eggs to make an omelet.
Is that a thing? Is that how it works?
How does that apply here? What does that mean?
Hey man, you gotta even monkeys fall from trees.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket. I got my face.
Hey, the talented hawk hides his claws.
The early bird gets the worm too. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I want to be
Those
a
in glass
scrungle,
houses should not throw stones.
if I want to be a scrungle, I can be a scrungle. If I want to use my face cam, I can use my face cam. How's everyone doing?
They're saying you're lagging.
I'm lagging? What does that mean? Tell me what that means,
I think
fam.
it's the stream is like.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, if it keeps up, you can just
lower,
up the delay.
Yeah, lower something. They say that I sound slightly
Looks better
low.
now, though. It might.
Here, we'll do that. I was like messing with so many settings and like turning my camera on and off. It probably didn't like that. All right, everyone's saying a little bit.
Okay, give me more pig patch quotes. I forgot.
A bit louder. Okay, I made it a little louder. How do you guys think it is now?
She homing on my stead.
Oh my god. That's the dream, though. That's the dream.
I see the T-Dreads audience has been.
Yeah, you shouldn't put my name in the title. It's over. You shouldn't put my name in the title. It's over.
me and Unwithered can balance you out. We got used to T-Dreads with
we'll
5,000 seconds of lag. Okay, stream is
15
fine.
minutes
all good.
delay, and then what? The viewers will grow up.
Toto's spotted.
Kids.
Where's Toto? You guys can't see Toto. I got Toto right here.
I think they're calling Unwithered Toto because it's a little bear guy.
Little bear guy. These are scrungles. You guys should know. You know what's actually really funny? I was thinking about like maybe making a video with this topic of like explaining the FNAF community inside jokes for the last year. Because like there might be people who like don't even know what Jackie's Box is, and now we're like Kelsey is a projection, talking about scrungles, and people just might be completely lost. FNAF YouTuber lore is now like
Would
as
14
confusing.
be in there?
Yeah, 14 theory.
14 definitely. 15.
15. You know, FNAF YouTuber lore might be as confusing as actual FNAF lore.
Will Cut. That's a classic.
Will Cut. Scamming Taco Bell.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, that's right. If you fish long enough, you'll see the body of your enemy float by.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so everyone who's here, we have almost 100 people. I need everyone right now in the comments to like the video and comment 16 theory, because 16 theory is better than 15 theory. We're better writers than Scott Cawthon.
Chat, my mom is vacuuming. If you want her to stop vacuuming, make sure you smash like. If we can hit
Type vacuum,
70
no
likes.
vacuum. Vacuum, no vacuum. Type it 3 times, 3 separate messages in the chat. If you spell it wrong, you have to start over. And like the video, and make sure you share. Actually, I should totally share this on Twitter. I don't know why I'm not.
Well, chat, I just finished my McDonald's. It was very good. I did my landscaping earlier today, so I need a little pick-me-up. Little McD's.
Right. My name is David, 16 Theory. Yep. Okay. So what we're doing, every Friday for the last 2 weeks at 1 p.m. Eastern, Steel Wool has uploaded a new teaser on their channel. That's how we got Stay Up Latte, and that's how we got the hat rack thing from last week. So we're all assuming that there's going to be a new one in about 15 minutes. So we're just going to yap, then we're going to watch it, we're going to react to it live.
We have programmed GiBi to explode live on stream.
Yes.
He will detonate.
And teachers will whip it out.
No. He can do that on his channel.
You
My channel's not. Vacuum, no vacuum. Good, okay. All right, we got 105 people sitting here waiting. So what we're probably going to do, now that we have the sound figured out, is we're probably going to watch the previous 2 teasers, maybe glean some more insight, maybe add some new context. So we're going to watch this.
But first, I predict the new teaser will be Murray's magic vape, and it changes vape flavors depending on your vape preference, and nicotine levels depending on your tolerance.
It mimics exactly what you want.
Awesome.
Okay, so tell me, chat, it's going to be a little delay, but tell me how our volume is compared to the video. 4, 3, 2...
You look terrible. I'm exhausted.
Tell me how it is. Tell me how it is.
By morning, I'll never be ready for my big presentation.
A little loud. Video's loud.
All I want to do is sleep. Why sleep
What about now?
when you can stay up latte? Stay up.
So the video's too loud.
No.
Yeah, I turned it
Latte.
down.
It's new from Murray.
New
Try
from
it.
Murray Co. Still too loud. Still too loud.
Distinctive taste, rich and roasted, yet creamy and sweet.
How about now?
That's Murray's secret recipe.
It's a little better. Too loud. Okay, can you guys talk?
Yeah, give it a
Hi,
go.
it's me, TDreads.
Talking.
I'm gonna have to turn you guys up.
That seems like a good level. I just listened in there for a second.
Okay.
Do you think it's called Stay Up Latte because it's kind of like Stay Up Late?
Oh,
No.
you're a genius. I can't believe it. How
Oh,
did I not
it take
think
you
of
2
that?
weeks? Did it take you 2 weeks to figure that out?
How did I not think
Yeah,
of
I just
that?
realized.
That's crazy.
Wow. Yo, wait.
Murray's
Latte?
Murray's Kelsey projector.
Latte is a type of coffee, you guys. What did they say?
Murray's Kelsey.
anyone-
They said Murray's Kelsey projector.
That's the next one.
Awesome. Do you guys want to tell the Kelsey as a projection thing? Because I think some people don't know the context of that.
Kelsey's a projection.
Kelsey is a projection. TDreads, tell them the
Dude, he
story.
said it was so okay. So we were arguing about Frights games on one of my podcasts, and I don't know. GiBi was going over like if you're saying it's a parallel or not a parallel, how similar the story has to be, or what events actually have effects on the continuity. Like is Golden Freddy in games really sitting in some random place for a certain amount of time, and is Golden Freddy in the games really going around to schools, luring kids and shit like that?
Yep.
And he was like, how do you, and eventually it gets to the point where GiBi's like, how do you explain Kelsey and the new kid going around to schools? And Shizu goes, Kelsey's a projection. Just with no context. Kelsey's a projection.
In that exact
And-
voice.
Yeah. And I thought he meant that he was like a hologram, like Tony Stark made him.
Yeah. When you were you guys all started fucking breaking your backs laughing, and I was like, "What? He is a projection."
Yeah, and that's what I
But
said.
then
I tried to
you're like,
defend
I
him.
thought you meant like a projector, like a hologram.
Yeah, I thought he meant like he was like Jarvis, Kelsey.
My thing with like the Kelsey's a projection argument is that he has a neighbor who like drives a truck and like knows him, so
Yeah.
like knows his parents. So is the neighbor a projection? Does he have parents? Because the other students seem to be going to
Neighbor's
his
a
house to
projection.
hang out. Neighbor's a projection. Whole neighborhood is a projection, fam.
Maybe it's taking place entirely within the pit, so it's all a projection.
Yeah,
Oh,
Everything's
into
a
the
projection.
shit loop.
The shit.
that's just what. Yeah, that's Fazbear. Fazbear Frights. All right, we're gonna test the
I
audio
know.
again.
All right.
Jarvis
First of
jump
all,
scare him.
do we think the man and woman in these are supposed to represent actual like characters, or are they just like filler goobs?
I think.
I think the fact. Oh, sorry. You go ahead.
I was just gonna say I think they're the same characters between the two trailers, just in different
Yeah,
animation
yeah.
styles.
For sure.
Besides that, I don't know. People are like, "Is this Edwin and his wife?" I'm like, "Why would Edwin be starring in his own commercial as just like I'm a
It's
loser
weird.
who can't stay
Fazbear
awake?"
Entertainment thinks it's the Aftons.
Yep. All right, you go Unwithered.
Yeah. I have a feeling it's like maybe not, like it's not, the commercial isn't being made about, William or Edwin or whoever, but the fact that we have had the consistent two characters and they've given the main guy a purple bow tie of all colors to give him, I would say, there's a likelihood that it could be some sort of character. I think you know, the purple bow tie, you go, oh my god, it's Ben Afton. But also, this game is going to be all about Murray. And the fact that they seem to have different styles in the different advertisements, and they introduced like a baby in the last one. I'd say over the course of these teasers, we might be seeing the progression of whoever this character represents, you know, isn't literally in universe meant to be Edwin, but might represent Edwin in some way. That, you know, we might see his progression, whether it's like his wife leaves him in this one, or, you know, his kid dies, or something.
And then we point and laugh.
Then we all point and laugh. Yeah, exactly.
All right, hold on. But let's make. What do we think the next household appliance is going to be? I bet it's the vacuum this week. I bet this week is the vacuum.
Like the Mr. Hugs thing?
Yeah, no, like whatever they call it. The thing that was on the billboard in 5 Laps. I
Yeah.
bet that's what it's going to be this week.
Well, that's just like a little Roomba.
Yeah, I bet that's what's going to be there. What do you think?
I wonder if they'll bother with that, because it's like we've seen that already. So I feel like they'll want to be giving us new stuff all the time. But to be fair, I never would have ever in my life guessed a coat rack as his next technological invention.
Chat.
So,
what do you think?
yeah,
Leave it in the
fridge is a
chat.
good
What
one.
you think the next household appliance would be. This is not me farming engagement. I
Yeah.
would never do such a thing.
Never ever. I think one of the things is that the coat rack was showing like an element that the Mimic has, where it's like it can shrink and grow, it can be really tall or really wide, and like you can put your coat on it the way that the Mimic will wear costumes. The coffee machine, not a clue. So I think this could literally be anything. This could be a projector. Chat could be correct. That would be
Kelsey's
like
Murray.
the $1,000, $1 million guess right there. Someone asked if there's going to be a teaser, and yes, there should be a teaser in about 8 minutes. A new one.
I guess the
Murray's
the
pizza
coffee
oven.
machine-
Oh.
I guess the coffee machine, I think, was like the initial setup that it was showing us that it can learn like wants, or just the fact that it is mimicking your behavior. So it was kind of the setup for the whole like mini series of advertisements.
It learns sign language for no reason in the book.
Sign language.
It learns sign language.
Yeah, it learns sign language just by it stops mimicking. It starts just being sentient at some point.
Yeah, I wonder if it might be something that is more family oriented in this one, because they introduced the baby. So I wonder if it'll be something like, you know, to take care of your kids or to play with your kids or whatever, you know, while you're busy at work, you know. Too busy to take care of Junior?
Baby.
No.
The baby isn't mine unless you have Murray's magic babysitter.
Boo!
Couch person. It was the mimic.
Oh my god, the couch person was the Mimic. I died. I think I just quit. I delete my channel.
Murray's magic babysitter.
Yeah.
Gosh.
It could be something. It could be like a mobile, actually. Yeah, you know, like a mobile above the baby's cot, something like that. It's like it
What
learns
is a
the
mobile,
baby's favorite
bro?
lullaby or
Like an
something.
automobile?
No,
I
a
just want
mobile.
No,
A
no,
mobile.
like a mobile.
The
like a
spinning
mobile.
planets above a baby crib. A mobile.
Yeah.
Does it come with missiles attached?
What?
What? I don't. What?
Like an IBM? Is that what you? What do you?
To launch it into the crib if the baby cries too loud.
Oh my god.
All right, Gordy Boy is out of pocket in chat.
Where's Magic MILF? Oh lordy.
Oh, come on, guys.
Murray's wacky spring lock suit. Murray's magic mound maker.
No, the mound is the Mimic. Oh my god. It's like when they buried all the ET cartridges in the desert. They buried all of Murray's bad inventions just in the woods.
Oh.
Yo.
All right, watch the coat rack.
Okay.
We have like 4 minutes
Okay.
before.
Okay. Guys, again, tell me sound, my voice, their voices, and the video. If we yap over it, can you hear us? Can you hear me right now? Can you hear them? Say words, boys.
Hello guys, welcome to Minecraft.
Well, I'm actually playing Minecraft right now.
All right, hear me out. Pause real quick.
Okay, you want to go back to the...
No, just listen.
Okay,
Listen.
yep.
It was a man and a woman next time. Now it's a man, a woman, and a baby. If it's a
Yes.
little girl next, it's the Aftons for show. Holy memberships! But if there's suddenly a little girl in the next
Yo.
episode as part of the family, it's the Aftons.
Thank you just
Yeah.
because...
Or see, it could be a little boy though, because it could still be, it could be Michael. I suppose.
But no,
what
this
age
would
Michael
be-
be at this time?
This would be Michael here. Well,
Yeah, that would be Michael. And
If-
then it would. I think I don't know how old the crying child was. I always assumed he was the youngest.
yes.
That's funny. I always assumed that Elizabeth was the youngest.
Oh yeah, sorry. I thought Elizabeth was younger, but just because like her room.
Well, I hate you guys.
Sorry, her room seems younger, but that might just be because it's like pink and flowery.
It's girly.
If Michael was like 14-ish in 1983, he would have been born in 69, and if this game takes place in 79, he'd be 10. But that doesn't mean that these recordings were made in 79. These recordings could be from who knows how long ago. Look how distorted the film is, you know?
Well, I'm just saying, if there's
it
another,
was
if
something
there's a
14.
second baby in this I will grow increasingly suspicious if there's another child.
Yeah, there was something I meant to do when this teaser came out, as to like compare the animation styles, because they're very different. But I was curious, like, is this like an animation style that would have chronologically in the real world come before or after? But I didn't recognize it immediately as anything in particular, you know. So I wasn't really sure what to look up. I guess
It looks almost like Schoolhouse Rock. Whereas the original,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's something you guys have in
I'm just a bill.
Europe. But yeah, this looks kind of like Schoolhouse Rock, whereas the first one was Synchrovox, which is like older, significantly older. Yeah, someone in the chat just said it reminds me of Schoolhouse Rock. Yeah, no, you stole my idea. How could you? But so if you look at this, I don't know how the color's appearing on your guy's screen, but to me his bow tie looks red here, not
I think that's
purple.
the filter.
I think it's the filter, yeah, because it's the same people, and she kind of looks like she's wearing red, but she's wearing what I think is pink in the first one.
Okay, we're going to...
All right, we're gonna spam refresh.
We got 3 minutes here. Wait, I'm going to... Just because I'm very, very, very... have a rotation.
mimicking
Mimicking
it
it
right very
right now.
symmetrical, right?
Mimicking it right now.
Hold on. If I do this. Okay. I'm very worried about Google image searching something on stream, so I'm going to pull it up when I find it. Okay, so...
I'm just a bill.
Sorry, I saw the bill. I had to sing the Bill song. I'm just a bill, a stupid ass. Let me break it down for you.
This is the Schoolhouse Rock logo. It looks a little bit like what we were
Right,
just
yeah.
seeing here. Kind of. I don't know, letters coming at you. And then, yeah, look at this animation style. Like,
Everyone
come on.
say, I'm just a bill.
This is what we were just looking at.
that's
This is the
very-
guy.
Yeah,
There he
that's
is.
definitely
It's
what
William
it
Afton himself right here.
was. So yeah, so when was that around?
Let's look at Wikipedia. 1973.
Ah, okay, and then I suppose I think, was it your breakdown of the first video? You mentioned like what the style is to have like the mouths just put on top of the video for
Yes.
lip sync.
Called Synchrovox or something?
What's that called?
It's called Annoying Orange.
Oh my god, thank you,
No,
John.
I thought Annoying Orange when I saw it first, but I was like, I don't think that's what they're referencing.
That's
You
what
know, he had his own Cartoon Network show.
oh,
All right, refresh time. We've reached 1 p.m. To the Mimic.
tell me if it's there. I'm trying to find
I don't know.
audio,
I ain't
audio
looking
box.
yet.
Tight, Pam?
We
I want to
we
find
got
out
a
with.
minute.
I want to
We
find
got a
out with
minute.
GiBi. Oh, it's up. It's up. It's up.
It's up. Okay.
Oh, I don't want spoilers. Look it up
Oh,
yourself.
shit.
I don't want to. I'm not getting spoiled by chat. Go. What the fuck is it? Hit videos.
Just says hang tight, fam. On
Cleanovac.
stream.
It's the vacuum!
It's the vacuum.
Oh,
I knew
good.
it. I'm
got it.
actually insane. I'm actually
Oh my
nice.
gosh.
I knew it. All right, let's lock in,
Let's go.
lock in.
Okay, before we lock in, someone in
Alright,
chat
locked
says,
in.
I'm just a
Minecraft,
Bill. I'm
goodbye.
only a Bill sitting here on Capitol Hill. Billiam. That's it. Okay, just saying. Okay.
I knew it was a vacuum.
That's the
I told you.
only way I know Schoolhouse Rock is when they parodied it on The Simpsons.
All right, let's go.
The Bill of
Tell me,
Rights.
guys, if I have to turn it up as we go, but
All right. Lock in.
Okay.
Okay, let me
they're
see.
gonna hide
Let's see.
stuff.
Are you looking for the perfect
Okay,
vacuum?
okay.
He's older.
Child's
he's
older. Yep.
Oh, he's an
He's
older
older.
kid. Yeah.
Same woman, pearl necklace,
Very different
glasses,
designs.
older.
He's
There are
older.
so many to choose from, but none of them fit every corner of your home. Introducing the brand new revolutionary advancement in vacuum technology.
That's giving me,
Marvelous
like Bewitched vibes.
Cleanovac.
Marvelous
Never before could a vacuum adjust its size to fit into hard-to-reach places. Patented Murray Tech allows you to clean everything from the biggest messes.
Static. Oh, yeah, there was an overlay just there. There was
Okay.
an overlay.
We'll
to the
rewind, we'll find
smallest
it.
crumbs.
This looks nothing like what we saw in
One
fnaf.
size fits all.
Yeah.
And what you really need most in a vacuum cleaner is friendship. Your family will love the new addition. Mom, you won't have to leave the kitchen for the house to be spotless.
It's like
And your
Flintstones.
kids will have a friend for life. Marie,
Yeah,
Marvel,
see? I
Marvel,
knew they were
Marvel,
gonna do something with the
order one
kids.
today And make your family a happy one.
It looks really different.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
there's something right there.
What
Hold
the
on.
fuck was that? Oh, that was Sharpay, was it? The dog?
Okay, wait, was it just the one kid again?
Yes.
Yeah,
Damn
just
it.
the one kid.
He's
I'd
older
say
now,
this
though.
This
How do
might
you-
be Edwin.
Spotless.
Yeah,
And your
yeah, that
kids
could be
will have
David.
I mean, the woman
and
also
make
has
your
blonde
family
hair
a
now.
happy one.
Yeah, that's Sharpay.
Yeah, that's
You can
Sharpay.
tell just by this because you got the
Yeah,
lashes.
look at this. Look at his little snoot.
His
The
little
long
snoot.
snout, and it looks like it's pinky,
Yeah.
and she's
Yeah,
white.
and the eyelashes, yeah.
I actually haven't seen Sharpay in game, but I'm assuming based on the images I've seen of the
Yeah.
poster.
We did get a super chat. I shower to your videos, Gibson. I promise I'm not weird. I'm just autistic. But in all seriousness, love your content. Okay. Thank you. Do you have one of those shower speakers, or do you have like waterproof headsets? How do you listen in the shower?
Someone said it looks like the no bitches
Oh.
face.
Maybe it's not. Is it Sharpay under like a weird filter, or maybe it's not? Maybe because if this, I'm seeing this image.
Yep. Here,
just gonna
we'll
send it
watch
to
the whole
chat.
thing again, and then we'll go.
Wait, no, this can't be. No, this can't be them because Fiona died in childbirth, so this can't be the Edwins.
In the
in the
books.
books.
Don't you? Are you saying the books aren't canon?
Oh yeah, I don't know if that really looks like what this is showing. Here, we'll pause again when we get to the weird image, and I'll pull up a picture of the dog.
Our name is Edwin.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now actually, and it might not be
Are
what
you
it is.
looking for the perfect vacuum cleaner? There are so many to choose from, but none of them fit every corner of your home.
Why is he reading a newspaper?
Is it
Is
the
it-
missing children's? Isn't it? How many squares are on that newspaper? There's 4.
I don't know. This is just
proves the
so.
puppet-
This
this
is
proves the
so
puppet was-
artifacted. This is like harder to see than all the other
Introducing
ones.
The brand new revolutionary advancement in vacuum technology, Murray's Marvelous Cleanovac. Never before could a vacuum adjust its size to fit into
Locking
hard-to-reach
in.
places. Patented Murray Tech allows you to clean everything from the biggest
There's something
messes-
under that. There's something under that. Let's put that. Yeah, you see it? I can see it through the guy.
Like
Oh,
this.
it's
yeah.
very faint. It's very faint. We got. Yeah, we got to screen cap that.
Oh wait, did
Can you see?
all the other
Oh,
ones have MCM film E Murray on them?
I think so. This
We'll
almost
go
looks
back.
like it could just be seeing faces, but it almost looks like a tiger face.
All right, I'm gonna screen cap it.
Okay.
I'm capping it. I'm capping it.
So right here, I don't see anything, but then when you go to
All right,
this,
leave it.
it
Yeah,
looks
leave it.
bigger like that. Yeah.
I'm capping it. I'm capping it. Chat.
All right, guys. I know that John FNAF is currently live too, so if any of you guys are in both chats and he like makes a huge discovery, let us know. If he's like, I figured it out, it is
Yeah.
Shrek, according to Sauce in the chat. If it's a tiger face, the books are canon. No, that's not how that works. But yeah, it kind of, it's like head, ear, weird chin, big ear, little tiger nose. It could be him.
Biggest messes?
Image adjustments exposure.
To the smallest crumbs.
So again, it can grow and shrink.
Yep.
And what you
Oh,
really
God,
need
this is
most
gonna
in a
be
vacuum
so
cleaner
hard to
is
figure out what this
friendship.
is.
Your
If
family
anything.
will love the new
No, it is
addition.
something.
Yeah.
Mom, you won't have to leave the kitchen
Oh, there's
for
a
the house to
vent.
be
There's a
spotless.
vent. I found a
And your
vent in the
kids
top
will have a
right.
friend for life.
What do you mean? In the image you screenshotted?
Yeah. There's a vent
Okay.
in the top right.
So it totally is something. Why did this?
I don't know
is
what's
this
on his body though.
Okay, so
Adjustments. Would it be brightness and contrast? Probably. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, good luck finding anything in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
So okay, so watching Mr. Vacuum Man.
All right. There's a vent, but that's all I can see. But there is some. There's like an. It's like metal. There's like an ear.
Pheasant says it's
Oh,
a birthday cake.
How? How are you getting a bird? Send me the image. I see an ear. I see an upside down head with what looked like. I'm not gonna cap. Fun time ears. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna cap you on
What
this.
do you mean fun time ears?
I'll send you. Okay. I'll circle the vent and I'll circle the fun time ear.
Yeah, draw your little like hallucination. Someone
Okay,
says
and then
Prime
you can
2012
show it.
ghost sighting material. It's Funtime
save
Freddy.
as JPEG.
Put a
Epic
big red
Sigma.
circle and an arrow.
It's a black circle, unfortunately. Okay, I'm sending it. You should be able to see it. I'm sending it to the
Yeah,
Top secret text chat or
Yeah.
the
yeah. I'll send it to top
private-
secret text
I'll
chat.
pull it up.
Top secret text. Top secret text.
So if you're watching here, it's just going blah blah.
It looks
blah.
like an upside down head with a fun time ear in the bottom
Hold up.
left
Hold up.
and a vent in the top right.
Let me pull it on screen.
That vent that you're looking at, I think, is part of the distortion because that moves across the top of the screen.
All right. Well, then the ear is real. Then only the ear is real. That for sure is an ear. I am willing to bet my entire soul.
Like it's an upside down kind of like.
Yeah,
a
you can
mango head
see the
thing.
you can see the head. You can see the head attached to it. I just don't know
What-
whose head it is.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. It
What-
kinda looks
what-
like it's got a
in the
pink
body.
snout. It's kind of given
In the
like a
body.
fun time.
What do
That's
you-
what I'm worried about. It looks like a fun time ear. That's what I'm worried about.
What are you seeing in the lower circle? Because I just see that as a guy's chin.
The lower circle. I think that's an ear.
The
Like
lower
You
circle.
can just very faintly see a circular kind of shape.
Like I would say this is like
see.
these are the eyebrows here, and then this is an ear,
Chat,
and this is an ear.
Oh, I see that too. I see like a guy's face.
Yeah.
Ew. Ew.
Just like a guy face, you know, his
yeah,
eyes
it's like
are
the criminal. It's like the
hollowed.
criminal.
Yep.
Here, let me flip the image and see if it gives me something better.
Okay,
Let me
what
flip
do
it.
you see up here? In the what's the top circle?
Oh, I thought it was a
Yeah,
vent,
the-
but he's saying it might not be.
Oh, that
yeah,
could
those
just be a
white lines
distortion.
move across the screen. Yeah, they're not part of the underlying.
Fun
thing.
time Afton.
Oh no,
could
it's
just-
definitely an animatronic. It's definitely. I think it is a fun time. That's
can almost see-
No, it's fucking fun time Foxy.
You can almost see a line here, like for
That's
face
so
plates.
gross.
I
I
mean-
think it is.
Dolly's like very human-like. You know, this could be another human-like. You know, fun time animatronic.
No.
like Dolly.
No. It's a fucking. I'll circle the whole endoskeleton. It's got one eye. You could, if you look really hard, you can. Let me turn the vibrance up.
What are you seeing?
Adjustments, vibrance 20.
A Dalmatian
Uh,
dog.
search.
Fun times predate Fredbear. I'm going to mimic the sister location technicians.
Okay, hold
I've
on.
never
hold
heard
on.
that before,
I'm
that's
getting
funny.
vibrance mask. Vibrance, turn it up. Saturation, turn it up.
Okay, while you're
I'm gonna do
doing
the same
that,
thing. I'm going into Photoshop.
while you guys are doing that, I'm gonna pull up the video again. Okay, so I think each of these has a different code in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is 329. So I don't think it stands for anything, but yeah, they all say E. Murray. They all say archives, which is interesting. And then, as I keep pointing out, this is a film reel, right? That's what some of the
Even
flickering
though the
effect is.
thumbnail-
But
Yeah.
then
Are you looking
all
at-
of these, like the color distortions, that's just what a CRT looks like. So it's like you're projecting
And
a
they have
film
a
reel.
VHS in the thumbnail of the video.
Yes, you're projecting a film reel onto a CRT, which is not how that works. So I think it's very interesting. Fazant said that they sent something. It looks like this, a birthday cake.
Okay, it's still really hard to see, Gibby.
Yeah.
But look at the red. I've color coded the bitmap or whatever. You don't know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
I made it red. Look at the red part of the center of the image.
And you turned it upside
And
down.
have it zoomed out. Have it zoomed out. Look at that like a red yellow blob.
I don't know if I don't know how to zoom out.
That so clearly looks like an endoskeleton.
Sorry, the red blob is what?
How do you not see that?
Maybe
Show it to chat. Chat will see it.
it's
Okay,
on
so
stream.
Before
Chat.
we're worried about
So look at the big circle. Inside the big circle, that's clearly like an endoskeleton head.
I can see you're like
It almost looks like a monkey.
How are you saying I'm tweaking? This feels so obvious to me. Am I?
draw around the individual elements you're seeing. Don't just put a big
sketch the
circle.
outline.
Like draw
Okay,
like what
okay,
your
all right,
shapes
all right,
you're
all right.
seeing in your head are.
Keep in mind, so
Okay.
my main monitor that I'm looking at has like HDR different colors, and then the monitor I have the stream up on
Yeah.
has different kinds of colors, so I can see it better on my right monitor than I can on my main monitor, just because that's how colors work.
Okay. Edit.
But I still,
adjustment.
I see a human
brightness,
face
Also, before-
with eyebrows.
Before we get like, oh no, the fun times exist before whatever. The face, the animatronic at the end looks like a fun time anyway. Like because they've got the face split and the large snout. Like they kind of look like Funtime Foxy at the end. So it could just be we're seeing that thing at the end being overlaid, and it just looks like Funtime Foxy because that's kind of what that animatronic seems to look like anyway.
Okay, yeah. Other people are
Like, it's
saying
got
that
the
other people say they see it. So you're not totally crazy, TDreads. Just a little
Okay,
crazy.
I'm making the outline right now.
Okay.
I hate you.
The perfect vacuum cleaner? There are so many to choose from, but none of them fit every corner of your home. Introducing the brand new revolutionary advancement in vacuum technology, Murray's Marvelous Cleanovac. Never before could a vacuum adjust.
It also, so it's kind of it's giving the robot made in the Future Men, the Future Men show. What am I thinking of?
Future mention?
The Future show, not the Flintstones, but the Jetsons.
Oh, the Jetsons.
You know, if I had the actual video instead of a snipping tool screenshot, it'd probably be better.
Yeah, so it's
I mean, I
giving
took a
me
screenshot in snipping tool,
Jetsons,
so it's probably corrupt.
Bewitched animation. You're doing what with who?
Yeah. That's an eye for sure.
All right, so Jetsons robot. This kind of like eyes.
I'm gonna go get I'm gonna go get the screenshot from the video
Ooh.
because I think snipping tool is lowering the quality too much.
And then I don't know if I'm crazy thinking it looks a
teaser.
little bit like the Bewitched logo.
Yeah, no, John found it too. John found it. John's doing it. It is a fun time head. It is a fun time head.
Is he? Is he really?
Yeah, John found it. John found it.
Post what he's doing.
Yeah, it looks like a fun time endoskeleton head.
Someone says, I swear it's the Tiger Rock upside down. It's giving Rosie mixed with Music Man.
All right, he went into camera raw. All right, let me do that.
Well, just if he has it like, sketched out or whatever, then just send what
He does not have it sketched out. He's working on it.
He's just saying, I see this. It's kind of
Yeah.
funny.
No, he's absolutely right. There is something there.
Okay. This is what Fazent sees. Okay.
Yeah, you're tweaking. Yeah, he's on coke. It's definitely an anima. I can see the eyeball and 2 ears.
Scott Cawthon is the greatest writer on earth. I see the eyebrows mainly. I want to watch through it a couple more times.
Your home. Introducing
While you're
the brand
tweaking.
new revolutionary advancement in vacuum technology, Murray's Marvelous Cleanovac. Never before could a vacuum adjust its size to fit into hard-to-reach places. Patented Murray Tech allows you to clean everything from the
There's
biggest
definitely something
messes-
there, and I'll tell you why. Because the static picks up at that exact part.
Yeah, you can hear the static picking up
Yeah,
right there.
the background static picks up. So that's definitely meant to tell you there's something there. Filter, camera raw. All right,
Hold
let's see.
on. I'm trying to find, like, the perfect... This one seems to be the best viewing of it. Does John have, like, Photoshop open?
Yeah, he's doing it right now.
Someone asked if it's Jackie. I don't know.
To the smallest crumbs.
Oh, okay, wait. That transition there might be where you'd hide, like a single frame thing. No. Lame. Lame, what are you doing, Steel Wool?
Smallest crumbs.
It looks so fucking weird. What
One
is
size
that
fits
thing?
all. And what you really need most in a vacuum cleaner is friendship.
His tie, his necktie now looks a lot like the Murray's Costume Manor logo.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that this is Murray. Which would make this Dave, which would make the books not canon.
Well, that's really bad because that's retcon central.
Whoops. No, it's fine. What even is this? An advertisement that we're vaguely interpreting symbols from? Just because this could possibly be Murray's wife and this could be Dave doesn't mean the books explicitly aren't canon. Who would even say that? Okay, that's crazy talk, guys.
Do we know what color his wife's hair was?
All right, I found it. It's got its mouth open too. Here's the mouth.
You found
Here's a
it.
shoulder, and then it loops around the head.
If you invert the colors
Here's
in
an
Photoshop,
eyeball.
it's the Steel Wool devs flipping you off.
Eyeball. Here's an eyeball.
It's his sister who went unmentioned in the books, trust me.
Okay, let me actually. I'll use the dodge and burn. to
Yeah,
make
that's
it
good.
easier.
The security breach trailers were too obvious. They had to make it a Rorschach test.
I'll put that on soft brush.
What if... Okay, this would be a retcon I'd be totally cool with. What if, because like the Fun Time seemed to be inspired by Edwin's work, what if Ballora is based on his wife, who I think's name is Fiona? Someone keeps saying that. I have not read the Mimic story yet. Is his wife's name Fiona?
Yeah.
So what if Ballora is based on Fiona?
That would be crazy.
I think that would be like a good retcon. It's a projection. Yes, it's not a Rorschach test. It's a projection.
Okay, I have a better look now. Please tell me you can fucking see something when I
Oh
send
my
this.
god.
You better have drawn it.
Yeah, you better have like sketched out what you see. So William just stole the technology for the Fun Times.
Please tell me you can see the thing in the middle.
Oh my god. Hold on.
I don't know what it is.
So yes, chat, it does look like William's stealing the
It has a green eye. You see the Unwithered? It's got a green eye.
and a red eye, but
On the like middle right.
yeah, green eye, red eye.
It's got a green eye.
Well, so that could be either heterochromia because it's the tiger, or it could just be the filter that's over it. But yeah, I see an ear.
Chat, please tell me you see whatever the fuck this thing is.
I totally see a face. I don't see whatever you were circling before.
I was circling the eye before.
Is it Music Man? Other people are still saying it's a cake. It's certainly a shape.
All right, can we at least see the green eyeball on the right?
Yeah,
like
and,
underneath like the white box.
Yeah, and these are two eyebrows over on top of the two eyes. Like I totally saw those. It's just weird why it would be shaped. Like I just keep seeing this as a nose right here, right? Like what is this
I see a
shape?
snout. I see a fucking snout.
Is it like an extended dog thing, or like hold on, I'm gonna pull up a picture of a dog. So I just have to describe it.
Transform, flip vertically. It looks like, if you flip it vertically, it looks like Funtime Foxy Dog. I'm sorry.
My god.
Alright, I gotta go to FNAF Theory Discord. I have no choice.
Oh my god. Okay, so this part with the little like jowls leading up to the cute little nose, right? Triangle nose. You got the little jowls. It kind of looks like a pug. Like this kind of you know, I'm going to keep calling them jowls. I don't know what they're actually called. But yeah, it's so crazy because like it could just be a total coincidence that the eyes are different colors because of the filter, or it could be that it's supposed to be the Tiger Rock. Kind of looks like the Discord logo, looks like Peppa Pig. I see the Tiger Rock. I just hate to admit that because I'm in denial about Tales games. The Tiger Rock is in the thing. It was in Help Wanted 2. Like, we know the Tiger Rock exists. If you're in denial about Tales games, I think a much better piece of evidence is that the wife is arguably still alive, if that's supposed to be them. I don't know about that, though, because I think the idea that it's supposed to be Edwin in that first thing, like drinking the coffee or whatever, just does not seem like an Edwin-type thing. It looks like a cartoon. Wow.
I really hope
TDreads.
it's not going to be that William is an employee of Murray's Costume Manor and like steals the glory or something after he gets the mimic for Fazbear.
God. You guys can see my mouse, right? Not right now because I'm not showing anything. Hold on.
I'll be completely honest. My brain is still struggling to.
I think I just did I show you guys the pug picture? Hold on. Okay. I don't know if you guys saw any of that.
I saw the pug. Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing I can see kind of right now is the eye.
But like the cheeks. So this would be triangle nose, and then you have the cheeks, and then if you look at a pug, you have like the triangle nose, and then you have like the cheeks. Again, I'm gonna keep calling these jowls. But to me, those kind of look the same. I wish I could just pull up Photoshop, but I can't.
I spent 5 nights at Freddy's.
Fazent just keeps like trying to draw a cake.
It's not a cake, dude.
I don't think it's a cake.
It's an eyeball, dude.
I'm gonna squint at it. It looks like if you made like a puppet of like Tigger or something, and then it just like rotted over time. I will hate the game if William got employed by Edwin, and that's how we got into Fazbear Entertainment.
I'm going to see if John FNAF has discovered any masterful Photoshop wizardry.
Cake theory isn't real. The cake theory isn't real. Cake victim. Oh yeah.
Fun fact:
the happiest day cake.
The spirals on the curtains are the same ones from Lefty DCI.
Ooh.
That means that Lefty was made by Edwin.
Sure.
I believe it, guys.
Why not?
Yeah. Edwin Henry Murray. We've been through this. That would be the funniest thing. If anyone can, because it does not really look that much like Bewitched. If anyone can figure out what this animation style is, let me know.
I think it looks like Hanna-Barbera.
But like, what? Do you have a specific show?
Like the Jets, like he's George
The
Jetson.
Jetsons, just like in general, the Jetsons. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Him being one solid color here does not seem very Hanna-Barbera.
Well, see, the woman is an entirely different style.
Yeah.
Like she is like pigment, and the kids are just like.
Yeah, the kid and the dad
the
are
kid looks
closer in
familiar.
style.
The kid is a specific style thing.
Yeah, like they're
Well,
both
maybe that is meant to imply
Like
that it's
Fallout.
Edwin. Maybe that is
I
meant to
just keep
imply that it's
thinking it's
Edwin.
Fallout.
Yeah, it might be meant to imply
Mhm.
that like
She's dead, which is why she's depicted in Murray-ness.
Sure. But yes, whatever
Like the
the
opposite of Happiest Day.
whatever the, you know, as you just said, the Fallout style is mimicking, haha, seems to be what this is. Because again, they're like one single solid color. He's very curvy,
yeah.
and like I feel like I've seen the style before. I just can't place it.
He looks like
Tintin,
Coraline's dad.
the Jetsons. The father isn't wearing pants. Yes, he is.
Getting up a song about Coraline.
Harold and the Purple Crayon. A projection. Okay. It's so funny because like in the first one, it was really obvious to see that there was something like reflected in the screen, and then in the second one, it was very clear that there were sounds in the background. And now we're just doing like the most insane analysis of a bunch of pixels.
Let's look at that.
Well, there's
last
very clearly
image.
something there. Yeah. Go to the Charpang /clown dog
At the end.
Sharper.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'll put it in the. I'm shopping it. I'm photoshopping it.
People are saying maybe Edwin is the child. I don't know about that.
Who the fuck just commented on his?
Because this would have to be like the 50s or 60s. Although, how old is Edwin when the wife dies? Like in the beginning of the Mimic, isn't that the whole
Not
thing?
that old, like 20
24?
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ages from the stories are really confusing because it's like some of them say he could be like
Copelia was born 11 years ago.
No.
11 years
John
ago.
FNAF's chat is saying
9
it's
years ago.
Funtime Foxy. They're on ketamine.
Okay, there's something here.
Actually, wait, never mind. I just said it was Funtime Foxy. I'm on ketamine.
Yeah, so did you. I was just gonna say it's your theory, bro.
So right here, ERX or ERY
Where does it say that?
or CRY.
Oh yeah.
I'm circling it.
Oh, CRT.
CRY.
All right, let me
Race.
screen grab it.
Okay.
Let a young man screen grab it, man.
If you go like actually, there's a reflection right under Murray's. It's the same as at 50 seconds. There's a reflection.
Hold
So
on.
some text over here.
I'm coming. Give me a sec.
Looks like Wally.
I'm screening it. I'm screen grabbing it.
HRY. No, this is a C. This can't be anything besides a C.
All right, I'm gonna depict this epic code
could be an
chat, and
E
then
with
I
a
will go down in
rounded edge.
history.
Yes.
I will go down in history as the code. What if it says my name is David, Dad? I want some ice cream. David, that is my name.
Oh,
David,
and
I
there's
want
an
another
A
David. Where's my ball?
here. A Y.
I see it. I'm screening it. I'm screen
Oh.
capping it.
So if this is Murray, the art style is UPA. I don't know what that is, but I will look into it. But for right
Hold
now,
on, I'm going in.
So we
I'm
see
going in. I'm
there's-
going into Photoshop.
chill. There's an A right here, and this could possibly be a Y,
All right, everyone, hold on to your nuts.
and then CRY. If you go back a frame, it's not there. If you go forward a frame, it's not there. This could also be a letter up here.
United Productions of America. Oh wait, I found exactly what the style is based on. Hang on.
Okay.
I literally have like the 3 characters in this.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a
Send it,
3.
Thank you, John. A 3.
Still from Gerald McBoeing,
Yeah.
1951. Interesting.
Okay, I'm going in.
Oh, yo, that's totally it.
says-
That's crazy. Yo,
Okay, it says I'm not lying. It
Yep.
says cry, and then underneath the cry there is the number 3.
number 3's like on the
Oh, fuck
robot's
off.
face.
Yes.
83. No.
No, it says
Wow.
cry 3. It's 38. It's 38.
Send that.
TRY 38.
There's an A off to the left as well. Okay, wait, let's look back at this.
Where's the A?
Right by the logo. I keep circling it.
The
So
logo?
yeah, so this
it again.
is exactly right.
Do it again.
What it's
Where?
based on.
Right here is an A.
Oh, really?
Yes.
All right, let me see.
Okay. Let's go back to this. Yeah, so this is it. You have the single colored man. You got the woman.
Okay, all right. I'm just gonna do what I tell you because you have the full. Can you get the full quality screen grab somehow? How do we get the full quality screen grab?
Download the video or something maybe.
Okay.
These adverts
Chat,
could be
hold
from
on.
the 50s.
All right, chat, be patient. I'm gonna get the full quality. There's a message there. There's a message there on that
Yes.
screen, and John FNAF hasn't found it yet, which means we get to be the first ones to find it.
Yes.
Go.
Or you guys
And then
can go.
FNAF Twitter can never insult me again.
Oh my god, go tell John that we found it. Maybe he can find something too. Okay, so what is this a screenshot from?
Yeah, I'll let him know. Hold on.
Gerald McBoing Boing? Is that what it is?
I'll let John know.
Gerald McBoing Boing, 1950s, yeah. Yeah, and you got the single color. Huh. Looks like there's been reboots or whatever. Interesting. Yeah, no, this is absolutely what the style is mimicking. So we have Schoolhouse Rock, Gerald McBoing Boing, and then the synchro whatever it's called that I keep forgetting. Chica 83. It's a reflection, is what everyone's saying. Could it be Circus 38? TDreads can redeem himself after the calendar incident. Someone left a comment on my video that's just like, actually, it was my like FNAF 3 takes place in 2015 video. They're like, in Dead by Daylight, the calendar says 1979, which means it's actually 2009. I'm like, no, actually, not true. Maybe it's the 38th letter of the alphabet. They're saying that the Follow Me happened in 1979 because of the calendar in Dead by Daylight, which we now know is not a unique asset. It's just a reused asset.
How would Follow Me happen in 79 if William's there in 87?
You know, William is a projection.
William is... After the FNAF 2 movie, we might have evidence for that.
This is a crazy... up here could be like an 8 or a 3. 3H? Or G lowercase GH? I don't know where TDreads is getting the 3 from, but there's like so much more letters on here. I see an A, I see a Y. Is it showing up like on stream, or are you guys just looking at a bunch of pixels right now?
I'm looking at a bunch of pickles. Pickles?
Pickles.
I'm looking at a bunch of pickles right now.
Pickles is the most important item in FNAF 6.
It's true.
Gosh. There's a B in the top right. Jack thing. GGY. There's a load of stars. Yeah, there's like an infinity symbol here. Pickle theory. Hey, if you guys have any idea for mayonnaise theory for Narrow Raven, he could really use some help. You put a DVD in his mouth and his eyes will project the contents onto the wall. Gerald McBoing Boing is about a boy who can't talk and can only make a spring boing sound. Pickle victim. I did see a 3. Okay. Wow. Again, if any of you guys are also in John's chat, let me know what he's talking about and let him know that we found these. It's at around the 56-second mark. Could this just be a watermark of the CRT filter they're using? Oh my god. That would be so funny.
That would be hilarious.
If you use a CRT filter on exactly one frame, it's just the logo of like whatever you paid for. That would be incredible. That's something that Steel Wool would do.
Actually,
like by accident, obviously.
In fairness, I can't see what Fazbear Entertainment is talking about the cake, because I am seeing like this kind of flat white disc in the center.
A disc?
I'll show you now what I'm talking about. Yeah, like as in a flat plane that's like might be the top of the cake. Like I'll show you now.
As in an illusion disc?
No.
Is there an actual... So, I'm using the comma and the period buttons. Is there an actual, like, frame-by-frame? Or is this just the closest thing there is? Yes, we're at the CRY. Overlaid cake and change opacity.
I'm sharing my screen if you want to see what I'm talking about.
So we're going back to Fazent. Maybe.
If you want to see the kind of a clearer view on my, I've just gone live there. You can look at my Photoshop.
I don't know if they'll be able to see it though.
Oh. But can you kind of see?
Okay. Okay. Now I see it.
Like, you can see that, like, especially here, this area here, and then kind of continuing around. You
Yeah.
can
No,
see
you're way better at this than TDreads. Send a screenshot of that in the chat so I can pull it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then those would be
there seems to
the
be like these three.
the flowers you
candles
put
or
on top or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. I will turn up the opacity. I'll turn it to like halfway.
Looks more like Springtrap. I can kind of see the cake. That is not a cake. So the way that Unwithered has it, it does look a little bit more like a cake. Yeah, I don't know what effect you use to make it look like that, but TDreads needs to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
How'd you get it in 4K? Stop roasting me.
I just snipping tool it, bro,
it looks
right
even.
off the
It looks
front
even
page.
more like a. It looks even more. Sorry, it looks even more like a fun time to me.
The cake does?
It's a cake?
No, I mean, we're
Just
not like
look at- just
confirmed
look
that
at-
it's a cake. It just kind of looks like a cake.
I don't know what that would.
Can you
signify,
send
though. I
it
don't know
without
what
the circle?
So that would be.
I don't
Yeah.
think it looks like a cake at all. I think you're bugging.
Mhm.
Oh, wait, never
So
mind. Never mind. It's a
grainy.
cake. Fuck. Shit.
That's 2 L's for
I don't-
TDreads. Okay, I do think in this screenshot, I can see the cake. I can see the thing, and then these would be like little flower decorations or candles you could put on top. Oh yeah, this could totally be. It would be a very cartoony big candle, but this is the circle.
Yeah, well, the one that Fazbear Entertainment sent, you can see in the corner of that screenshot from the trailer, there is a very large cake, like off beside the helper terminal.
It's like this kind of shape. Yeah, like I do see it.
John found an eyeball. He found an eyeball in the screen with the vacuum, the live action vacuum.
The cake.
This part? This screen? That we were like looking at? TDreads certified blind.
Shut. Oh,
the
my
action
God.
eyeball, the one that you've been looking at in the yeah, that one there.
This one? Where's the eyeball? Is he looking at the same letter, the same screen with the letters?
Yeah, he's looking at it. So I donated. I gave this man $10 to put the shit in Photoshop, and he's
Oh my God.
struggling.
You paid John FNAF?
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh my God. It's okay. Grandpa TDreads, let's get you back inside. John's making stuff up. People already found some pictures of a costume or animatronic. Yeah, toward the end, there's a much better. What are you guys looking for even? We're looking, so if you can see the letter CRY is definitely here. And then on another screen, there's something reflected to the screen.
I would never lie to you. I promise there's lower.
Okay, let's skip ahead to the end when there's just something way more clear. What's this? Is there anything here? Can we see a reflection? No. When you say that John found an eyeball, what does that even mean? Frame by frame analysis. It's a fun time cake. If you look closely enough, you'll find Andrew.
Oh wait, I found something in the. I think it might just be the thing from the end. But look, look at this thing I found.
Here, we're gonna skip ahead. Okay, so this is the thing at the end. Giant eyeball
hang on,
with eyelashes, with weird underneath eyeball like coloring, and then this is definitely an animatronic because it has like what looks like an opening faceplate. This looks like a bill to me. This looks like a duck animatronic. Everyone else is saying duck. It's a reflection. It's supposed to be a. If that's supposed to be a dog, it's crazy. I think it's a duck. I think we got a ducky bill. And then this is like part of the opening faceplate. And there's obviously the eyeball. TDreads, when you were saying that John found an eye, were you talking about this?
Hold on.
This thing with a giant eye?
Yeah, look at my what I just sent there in the chat. and
Oh,
kinda
that's
see.
the
I think it's just
same-
the thing from the end. I think it's just the very last
Yeah, so this is...
image. Like of
Yeah, this is just the same thing overlaid earlier in the trailer, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe it's implying a
Yeah,
connection
it's-
between the vacuum and the duck.
Yeah, is the
It
duck?
does. So the first trailer with the stay up latte, the angle of whatever we're looking at in the reflection looks like the angle you'd see from a security camera. And this kind of reminds me of, like, in the closet in FNAF 1, when Bonnie's just, like, right next to the
Yeah.
camera looking at you. I think these might be hinting that we're going to get, like, a classic FNAF camera section or mode in this game. And I'd be very excited about that.
That'd be really cool.
It's got to be a snout, not a beak.
Oh,
No,
look,
it has to be
John's found the cake. John's found the
Yeah.
cake.
No!
Yeah, look.
Is the thing you just sent from John? No, you didn't send that. That's Fazin.
He gave up.
John gave up? After
Yeah.
you paid him $10? We would never. If someone
know,
donated
crazy.
to us right now, we would never give up.
Careful, careful.
I think they had a cool idea
Yeah.
in the security
yeah,
breach
yeah.
segments, even if they were pointless. At PAX West last year, we already saw the cameras right below the real Jackie. Y'all don't remember that. That doesn't mean that there's going to be classic FNAF gameplay. Obviously, there's always going to be security cameras. I don't think there's going to be anything at the end. What if the
Yeah,
secret of a
I'd say they
mimic-
will be doing a more so like they're going to be updating the way it worked in Security Breach, that it is more important to the actual gameplay. Because
Okay.
like we saw an Office as well, we saw Security Office or some form of Office in the trailer. So I'd imagine there's some parts of the game maybe where you have to hide in the offices and do your classic FNAF gameplay. I'm struggling to find this part that says cry. I really
I
struggle.
put it on
It's-
Twitter. I
it's
put it
in
on
the-
Twitter.
No. I know. I'm trying to find the frame. I want to have.
It's
a
in
look
the
at
in the
it.
56-second mark. I'm gonna go frame by
56 seconds.
frame through the whole thing to see if there's more one-frame instances of letters popping up, which is insanity. Someone saying it's not the duck, it's a dog. I know that we saw a dog in the original trailer, but this just looked like it had a sharp beak. For anyone just joining us,
I
yes,
can't
this
see it on your Twitter, TDreads.
this went up
It's
half an
under
hour ago
replies
now.
only.
Yeah.
You have to check my replies.
I think this is a squiggle. It looks like the letter W. It could be William, but I think it's just a squiggle. Check 12 seconds in the gameplay trailer. Yeah, I know. I've seen
Yeah.
the dog, but it still looks more like a duck to me because it looks like it has a Funtime faceplate. Frame by frame, frame by frame. TDreads is too generous.
I cannot believe he gave up after 2 minutes of looking.
Aw.
Yeah,
But was,
Gibby, look at my Twitter. Look at my Twitter. I put it there.
was he at least, like, excited?
No.
What are you pointing at?
How do you not see it?
The CRY?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's there. Someone
Okay,
responded.
never mind.
Okay, someone posted. Oh yeah, no, this is totally the dog.
Oh, and there's an A. There is an A too.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
okay,
right. There, I
chat.
see the A now. There was an A.
Chat. This is it. This is what the thing is. It's got the under the eye thing.
Yes.
It's a dog. I'm just stupid.
Yeah, I don't know if that's Sharpay or not.
Yeah,
but
who
that's
sent
the
this?
thing I was
Cole,
thinking
thank
of.
you, Cole. Whoever was saying in the chat earlier, who I ignored. I'm just stupid. Yeah, so it's just like we're gonna show you a picture you already have, but in a teaser trailer because we're FNAF. Again, unless that's like hinting at FNAF style gameplay, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
upset. I'm just glad you guys finally saw the cake. We did see the cake. I'm just not convinced that it is a cake. Okay, but we're gonna look harder than John FNAF. We also already had Dolly, no big deal, yeah. Well, as we all know, Dolly is William's assistant, who's the precursor to the reagent, and is actually helping with all the murders. That's why she has hoses. There's a giant cake in the PAX
Well,
games. We
in
know
this
there's
trailer,
a cake.
the vacuum has a hose thing at the back of its head as well. So
Yo.
it's probably also helping William.
You're so right. Thank you, Court Jester. Court Jester. The reagent is my favorite FNAF antagonist. I think you're lying. I think that that's a lie. My favorite characterization of the reagent is You know, all the stuff he does, all the personality he has, how he's like thematically appropriate for the situation, how his visual design is incredible, you know, just all those great things that the reagent has. Dog, dog, goose. Reagent hug theory. I'm gonna go crazy. Now it's like, oh, maybe there was other text hidden in the other trailers if you go frame by frame. See, this is the kind of stuff that, like, MatPat would, like, claim he did off camera. He'd be like, we went frame by frame looking for hidden details. And, like, I believe him. I do. It's just, I don't know if anyone's really carrying on that legacy. I do think whenever gas is coming through the mask, to Helpy and the Help Wanted 2 minigame will be what Dolly's tubes are for. Putting little foam in his mouth like he has rabies. The Operation one. Yeah,
I think the prevailing theory is that nurse voice in that minigame is Dolly.
Yeah. Carnival nurse.
And from the teaser like poster that they put out, it's clear that her function is to repair robots. Like, I don't think she's a person nurse. I think she's a nurse for animatronics.
Yeah. Weird. Why is this so... There's, like, nothing going on for so long. This is where you'd hide a secret, but there's nothing. What's John up to now, guys?
He's just looking at the truth. He completely gave up my meta-optimized screen grab.
Your screen grab was a little low quality. Like, on Twitter, I can barely see it.
Snipping tool is snipping tool.
That is true.
I'm trying to find the cry again, because I want to see if I can look at it. But I also...
It's there!
It's around the 56
yeah,
second
but
mark.
I also just I know I'm keep going back and forth to the 56 seconds, but I will say that this frame, like around the 56 mark, just has the dog animatronic underneath it, so it could be accidental.
That would be funny. Anything that's an accident in here would be funny. Gibson, where'd you get that little vocal thing you do all the time? The nothing. That is from watching too much Jenny Nicholson.
I was just watching loads of Jenny Nicholson over the last couple of days.
I've been following her for years and years. But one of her like talking about amusement park videos, I don't know if it was like Evermore or Avatar Land, but she was just like, you know, you can do this, you can get money. So that inflection of saying money, that's that's what I do constantly now. It's just stuck in my head. There's got to be more.
Oh, it's just above the robots.
Yeah, it's just above his head. Oh, you finally found it?
No. I'm trying to find the exact frame that it's on, because like you see in that screenshot, you've got the like underneath Marvelous, there's like a white spot. That's the reflection in the eye from the image at the very end. So I'm wondering if it's just a...
And it coincidentally looks exactly like 3 letters.
There's more letters. There's an A up there too. Ain't no
there's
way.
An A like a mile away.
Yep. I love...
Cry 3-8 is on its head. 3-8.
Also, like, Cry kind of looks like, I don't know, like it could be Murray's vacuum, whatever. Like, it could just be the name again. I was gonna put, you said if someone donated, you would never give up a dog I could not subject you to good consciousness. It's whatever. What is this?
Just there's a 6. There's a 6.
Yes. I could pull, like, they wouldn't be able to watch me do it, but I could pull up Photoshop on my end, too.
6.
What are you going to do when the FNAF 2 trailer drops June 1st? There's an 8-hour stream with every FNAF 2per for just the teaser. Do we know it's going to drop June 1st? Is that a thing? Or is that just like a conspiracy theory?
I've heard that.
What if it's just 6/13? Yeah, no, I like the theory that Unwithered said, that basically like when you buy or you use this CRT filter, for one frame they put their thing. My Radamaline. The art style is mimicking 60s to 80s minimalism cartoons, like the last trailer. I won't be surprised if the next trailer is a different art style to home in on the date that Murray's were in business. Yes, we have Schoolhouse Rock. Now we have Boingo, whatever his name is. And originally we had the Synchrovox thing. Speaking of coincidences, if you line up the numbers in the second video with the letters of the alphabet, it spells out DCI.
Oh yeah, I saw that on John's stream.
That's so funny. Sauce is best, and there's a constellation prize
it says DCI
for your hard
and then
work.
it's 87 directly afterwards.
Yep. Thank you, Sauce. Okay, Smiley's leaving. Goodbye, Smiley. Everyone who's here, I'm just saying, you know, if you want to leave a like on the video, if you want to type, what do they type, TDreads? What brain rot are we at right now? Type DCI in the chat.
Sorry, I'm locked in.
Locked in? You're so locked in, you're not brain rotting?
I'm very sad that John didn't dedicate like 90 minutes to trying to find what this code is.
Don't worry, we will. We will. I think it's funny that you're implying you don't ever lock in on your stream. DCI 1414. I hate the rotten DCI. There's going to be a sneak peek. Is this confirmed? People are saying that June 1st, like, a FNAF trailer. Is this something Jason Blum tweeted, or is there, like... Again, is this, like, conspiracy theory? Like, if you line up the numbers and the date on the posters, it clearly indicates June 1st. What if Steel Wool is making us go frame by frame as a hint that the Mimic was framed? What if Steel Wool's making us go frame by frame to up the retention rate? Because I've been watching this minute-long trailer for 46 minutes. Imagine having a retention rate longer than the video.
It's crazy. I'm on the frame, but I can't manipulate the image in such a way to get the CRY.
So I'm more talented than you, is what you're saying.
I don't know. Unwithered got the cake better than you.
He's got cake. Unwithered does have cake. I agree.
It's confirmed. Don't worry, everyone.
All right.
It's confirmed, but they didn't say trailer. They said sneak peek. Is this on Blumhouse?
How
or
are you
Jason
having so
Blum
much trouble
or
with
whatever?
this?
The reagent is an injection.
I don't know, I'm playing with all my levels sliders, and it's just not.
Well, it's got nothing to do with that.
Did you find
Not
the frame at least?
Yeah, I think so, unless there's a frame where the green bar lines up exactly the same.
All right, Unwithered, can you screen share to me, and I'll go to that, and I'll guide you to victory.
Yeah.
All right.
Ming, the reason I'm quiet in other people's streams is because it's just people yelling brain rot. It's just TDreads.
No, preposterous.
Yapping.
That's papyrus. Don't say such a thing.
That's
Unwithered is truthful, while T-Dreads is dreaded, and clearly the Sigma wins. Yeah, see, people say stuff like that, and I'm like, I do not wish to be part of this conversation.
What the actual fuck did you do?
Who?
Stop. Go back to normal. Stop everything. Go back to normal.
Oh, you're watching his
Okay.
thing? Yeah.
Okay. Now hit filter. Now hit camera raw filter.
Yapping. Johnny Blocks tweeted
drag the exposure down a little bit.
Johnny Blocks is good.
Down a little, and now drag the contrast up. And now go to clarity on the very bottom by texture. Now drag clarity up.
Vegan
and now drag texture up a little bit. Drag texture up a little. Okay. And now drag the whites up a tiny bit.
Yo.
The whites up a tiny bit.
This face is totally here. This is absolutely.
Can you see it better now? A little bit better. Yeah. Yeah, a little better. And
like
now play around with it, because that's as far as I went. So.
Like,
yeah, but it's not as clear as it was on
mine.
This is clearly. I'm back at like looking at the cake thing. This is so obviously a face. Stuff. This is so obviously a face. It's like not even funny.
What you looking at? This? Oh yeah.
Like maybe the things I'm looking at as eyes are candles. Like maybe, but it just looks so much like a face, and it's only there for like a few frames. It's crazy.
John FNAF, why? Why aren't you looking at the word cry on the robot's head? It's clearly crying-eyed reference.
Oh my gosh.
Crying-eyed reference.
The cry of 87.
All right, well, I'm money laundering that $10.
Why does the cake have a joystick and buck teeth? Hey, maybe it's a cake that has like a fondant face on top of it. You know, it's like, I got a Freddy Faz cake.
a Freddy Faz get?
Yeah.
Sorry. I've been locked in for too long. It had to leak out.
38 Theory. There's two faces. Two different faces, like, looking at each other. I think if it might be, like, a Funtime face, you know, split down the middle, and then, like, it popped open. So we might be seeing sort of two different faces at two different angles.
Okay. All right, well, Unwithered, I'll tell you what else is there, okay?
Okay.
There is the letter A, and there is the number 6.
I still have not seen the number 6. Dual cake theory.
The number 6 is way down. The number 6 is down a ways.
Yeah, if you guys
Like
see
on the bottom of
anything,
the screen.
so TDreads tweeted out the letters cry. If you
Check
guys
his
see
replies.
anything, then leave a reply there.
Yeah.
So far, it's just the dog. The doge, the doggy. Murray's magic cake. No, I went too far. Yeah, Murray got cake.
See, part of me goes,
What's the new teaser?
did Steelwool really
Use a watermark.
intend for people to go in frame by frame and adjust like the static to zoom in on one pixel and be like, that, I reckon that might be something.
And yet,
And the game comes
it's
out in, like, a
there.
week.
Yeah.
Those are, all right, those are so clearly letters. Those are so clearly letters.
Yes, but as we've been saying, it could be a watermark. So I used to work at a movie theater, and in order to prevent piracy, what studios will do is every time they send a movie to a different theater, so like AMC or I can't think of a single, Regal, whatever, right? Each theater's file will be unique in that for like one frame of the movie, there will be something that's like almost unidentifiable, totally impossible to see by the human eye. So if a pirated version of a movie leaks online, they'll be like, go to the 26-minute and 3-second frame mark to see if there's a watermark there. And if there is, then they know it's AMC that leaked the movie, not, you know, again, Cinemark or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's very possible that whatever made this filter has the exact same thing, where they're like, oh,
Yeah.
we want to know what studio's using our filter versus their own proprietary one, so we always have a little watermark. That's, like, genuinely a possibility. See if there's any, I don't know, like, FX company that would make this kind of thing who would have CRY in their name, or that would be their initials. Court Gesture, love the Gumdrop Angel video too. Thank you. I think my next video is going to be a little more controversial because I yap for an entire hour about Sergio's lucky day. And I think a lot of people don't like that story. And I yap about just a lot of stuff. I go on a tangent in that one. Wouldn't be surprised if it was a watermark. I can already see the thumbnails, how this one pixel solved FNAF.
Yeah.
Yep.
Withered Circle says there are no letters there. Bro, no.
Bro's crazy.
I'm telling.
On
What
Twitter?
are the odds that it just so what are the odds that it just so happens to distort into 3 perfectly like English letters right next to each other, equal distance apart? Come on now.
I mean, again, it looks better on stream. Where did he say that they're not there? Alphabet theory.
in Discord.
Oh my gosh.
Do, 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 do.
Is that a letter? That's not a letter. Whatever the distortion effect sometimes looks like a W, so I keep getting excited. I'm like, it's another W! Could the CRT TV, a regional music broadcast... What? Oh, could the CRY TV... Could be CRY TV, a regional music broadcast from 1993 to 1997. Maybe.
Why?
The Y looks
so
a little
weird.
thin.
That's-
Yeah, it could be a Y.
I
it
think
could
it's
be
got to
an
be
X.
it might just be a watermark they forgot to take out.
Which, honestly, is significantly funnier. Like, I could see 5 years from now on, like, the FNAF iceberg. You know, the deepest levels. You know, Secret of the Mimic watermark theory. These goobers spend an hour trying to look for the
TV
secret.
static stock effect.
be an
Let me go
X.
see if I can find it.
Yeah. Because it could be the pixelation, it could be the rainbow filter, it could be whatever. Yeah, see if 56 seconds into it, there's some letters. Is this a 2? No, it's a squiggle.
Dude, John
Watermark
fnaf said he
theory.
didn't see it. Okay. So in his defense, if it is on a single frame, that's toxic.
It is a single frame at the 56, around the 56 second mark.
I was looking directly where you would like. I was looking at your image and I was looking at the screen. I found the exact frame and I'm still struggling to make it look the same. So I'd say in terms of like screenshotting and stuff, it'll also depend on the quality of the screenshot and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm just that goated as far as See, this is my cake. This is my cake.
Well,
Word for word.
did you take a screenshot from what I'm sharing you on Discord? Because that's going to be lower
snipping-
resolution than
I
the
snipping
trailer.
tool-
No. I did it from the video.
Okay.
Yeah. I snipping tooled it from the trailer as well.
Okay. We could even probably downloading the video and maybe exporting a screenshot.
Yeah.
That'd be even higher
Just
quality.
downloading videos now is so much harder.
Haha, yeah. Definitely don't just get an extension that lets you do it.
Steel
be-
wool Rizios.
I need to get an extension instead. Yeah, I keep.
The letters are a
stuff that I
projection. CRY is a projection. TDreads
TD
is
reads
blind.
too much into things. That's good.
Keep in mind, we might be crazy for doing this, but you guys are watching us do this, so what's it say about you? It might just say sample text here. So
You just see it just goes down to one viewer.
just drop everyone. It doesn't say, yeah, okay, so for the 20-ish people who've joined since the last time I looked, there are letters hidden in the trailer at about the 56-second mark. There's just plain English text. So now we're going frame by frame for one exact frame.
Yeah, it is one frame. It's definitely there.
So now we're going...
Go back and forth. Just go
Stop
back
yelling.
and forth.
So now we're going
Okay,
frame
sorry.
by frame for the whole trailer to see if there's any other parts where there's letters hidden. And one of our theories, it spells out
Okay.
CRY, and one of our theories is that it might be a watermark for whoever made the CRT effect that Steel Wool's using. So it might mean literally nothing. I'm at work, I'm being paid for watching this. That is so true. The letters are not real. The letters are real. How dare you? When I was writing
John
my...
is now watching gameplay of Help Wanted 2. Oh, he's looking at the cake in Freddy's chest.
Help Wanted too. I mean, the cake
Happy birthday, Jimmy. Oh.
the cake that we compared it to is from the Secret of the Mimic trailer, right?
Yeah. The Fazbear Entertainment just sent a really good like Photoshop of the cake.
The cake.
Yeah.
BV.
It's not that
BV cake.
exact cake, because it looks like there's 3 candles in it, or there's something in it.
I cannot believe that it's a single frame. It's so clearly there, though. If you
Yes.
if you go frame by frame, it's so clearly there. It's so obvious.
It's so obvious.
It is. How are you arguing?
No,
this?
it is.
My monitor. I have a 4K monitor. Maybe that's
Yes,
it.
yes. No, I also have a...
Yeah, I only have
4K
the
one.
I only got the 1080p.
Okay.
No, it is 100% there. I just don't know what it could possibly mean. Unless they're like, you found this, you're gonna cry. Have you made a, I know you posted on Twitter, have you done, like, all the hashtag Secret of the Mimic, hashtag teaser, hashtag,
No.
hashtag Five Nights at Freddy's, like, what is this, question mark? At, like, the highest screen grab you can of the full picture. And then see if anyone else can mess with it. Maybe at Steel. The 14th frame. If it's the 14th frame of second 56, that would be incredible.
I'll check. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, it's
No.
not. It's the 16th.
Oh, so sad. Murray's Vacuumatic.
All right.
Also, I will say...
on my screen, it looks more like Eeyore.
So I'm just going to yap here for a second. So these squares that we're seeing, how there's like this checkerboard pattern of colors. So this is a thing that computers do. Computers will sort of guess pixels. If you're ever watching like a low quality stream, you might see that anything that's moving has more pixels than things that aren't moving, because a computer will just kind of be like, that hasn't moved in a while, that's just is that color. Things that are moving are a little more blocky. So this is a projector, it's a projection, that is then being played via VHS, which is where the colors and the weird static come from, that was then uploaded to the internet and has bad compression. So this is a film reel VHS internet compression. So either that's deep lore, or Steel Wool has no idea what any of these things actually mean and is just trying to compress it as much as they can. Bro, this has gone on for an hour. Yeah, of course it has. I think
so what I could see it as, because this is the Murray archive, right? And these are being based on cartoons that are from the 50s. What it might be is that the like old film tape, like old film reels of their old commercials are being transferred or whatever, transcoded or whatever into VHS for storage.
100%.
You know. So so I'd say then, sorry, I just read someone in chat say they're suffering from the Irish disease.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'd say that might be even where we're getting these like other impressions of things behind it or in front of it or whatever, is it's like part of the process is being corrupted.
Yes. VHS theory. There's remnant in the tapes.
Yes.
That's how
Each of the strips, metal
VHS
strips.
It's metal strips, it's magnets. That's how VHSs work. The tape is just magnets. The real letters was the hour we spent along the way. I wonder who's filming this video in universe. William, duh.
Well, I mean, we also have had like parts of the film like burning away in the other teasers, right?
Yes.
This one does not. This one definitely has like a really strong VHS vibe. But let me go back to the one.
New theory. William Watcher. William Watcher is the theory that it's William who's watching these VHSs. Okay, so I found it again. Not difficult. 56 seconds. We have an A here. We have a CRY. The Y is kind of thinner than the other letters appear to be. And it seems to be only on this line. Like, where else? I don't know what that just did. I'm going to try to get, like, a big screenshot. This is cool and all, but can we talk about how each of your current headcanons for controversial timeline events? Listen, if you want some controversial yapping, tomorrow, Saturday in the afternoon, probably around 3 or 4, I'm going live with Withered Circle, and we're going to be talking about Tales games. And then sometime next week, probably, I'm going to be going live with possibly one of these gentlemen, although I haven't officially asked them yet.
I won't be able to, unfortunately.
So, unfortunately not Unwithered, but maybe TDreads, maybe someone else, to talk about anti-Tales games. And it's not going to be a debate, it's just going to be a discussion. It's like another calendar hunt. Guys, I don't think that's intentional. I mean, it's there. It's obviously there. But yeah, it might not actually be.
It's so weird. When I'm looking at your stream, it's so much clearer than when I'm looking at it on my own screen. Very strange. Oh wait, exactly. Sorry, what I was just saying there about like converting film reels into tapes. It's literally in the thumbnail. It's like a VHS tape surrounded by film reels. That's what each of the thumbnails is. Yeah. So then, that's interesting. So that would imply that all these, beyond the fact that they're being based on like 50s cartoons, these are telling us like a story about, like, cause it could be about, that could be young Michael Afton, or it's probably more likely to be Murray and the kid, because I wouldn't be surprised if the one right before the game comes out is like, it's a fridge that helps you grieve with the loss of your child or whatever. Like it gets real VHS, horror, analog horror, FNAF stuff, where it just gets really, really creepy at the end. Because they're setting up this kind of progression of guy who works for MCM. Then that also implies that MCM, though, has been a company, and the Mimic AI has been a thing since the 50s.
If these animation styles are based on 50s animation, you mean? That's when they would have been made?
Yeah. And that they're being on film reels being transferred to VHS for storage. And that these are the archives.
Yes. We're above 200. There's 200 people here watching us go frame by frame. So if you've just joined us on this exact frame here, only on this frame, you can see the letters C, R, Y. Then over here, there's a very clear A. This could also be CRX. And we don't know what it is. And it's very obvious. It's very apparent. They're clearly letters. And we don't know what they are. I never fail to hear MCM as either MCI or MCR. And no one else, John fnaf himself, doesn't seem to care about this amazing mystery at the 56-second and 16 frame mark. No, I messed up. So I'm going to go through. We're looking for other, I'm looking almost at that exact spot to see if it pops up anywhere else. I don't know what that just did. Because if it's other places, it might be hidden. Or if it's in the exact same spot, it might just be a watermark for the effect. I wonder if MCM was an intentional nod to MCI, the Missing Children's Mincident. The Missing Children Manor. Yo, what if a bunch of children go missing in the manor?
Someone also pointed out that the mimic, or maybe Jackie, seems to be directly behind the dog at the very end.
Okay.
Like in the shadows, looking at the camera.
Ooh. Has anyone...
Which I can't see that now that I'm looking at it.
Yeah. Have you or anyone else gone into Photoshop on that specific image? The manor behind the slaughter. My chemical romance.
John told everyone I was on meth. Unfortunate.
No.
You told everyone you're on meth?
Wait, no. So he looked at Twitter. He said he does see it, but he thinks it's a coincidence.
I mean, it's not a coincidence. It's not like the artifacts lined up in that way. It just might not.
No, he
be.
says he thinks it did.
Ain't no way. There's an A and a C and a Y and an R. The fact that it's a word, if it was a jumble of letters, I don't know if you've ever looked at the FNAF font.
Wait, show me the other
logo.
letters you found. Show me the other letters you found.
Just the letter. Look at my Twitter.
Oh.
On your shitter?
Sorry.
If you look at the hacked font that they use in FNAF, there's just a bunch of random letters that are like part of the font.
Oh yeah.
And like that's actually just totally random. But I don't think this is
there's more numbers! There's more numbers throughout the trailer.
Where?
Theory Chum found an 8 in the window. Theory Chum found an 8 in the window.
What window? I'm going frame by frame.
Alright, I'm going back. It's in the window where he's talking to his wife, where she's holding the vacuum cleaner.
If John FNAF thinks it's nothing, then you're cooked. His TDreads, okay.
Right. I'm going to FNAF.
Okay, so you said that there might be Jackie somewhere in here.
Yeah, I'm just messing with it right now. I think I can outline it here.
Bro. Does John know who you are? Have you interacted with John?
I don't know if he knows that I think he knows I exist.
Okay.
Found more letters in the window.
Okay, where in the window? What are you yapping about? Okay, and that's... Once the logo starts popping up, I don't think they'd hide anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't just say there's more numbers and then not tell me where it is.
Theory Chum retweet. I'll retweet it. Theory Chum retweeted it.
If this was Edwin's vacuum cleaner, then I guess this means it doesn't have anything to do with Mr. Hugs. It also doesn't really look anything like the one in 5 Laps at Freddy's. GiBi, would this not be easier to do in video editing software where you can increase the contrast? It would, but then you guys wouldn't be able to watch me do it.
All right, I reposted it.
I don't see. Nope, ID's Fantasy's gonna get canceled again.
For what?
She's interpreting the wife as Fiona, meaning that she didn't die in childbirth, meaning the books aren't canon, which is what everyone else is interpreting.
It's a 9. It's a 9. I reposted it. It's a 9.
I don't see you.
This is
That's
what we have to put into the Foxy
no,
grid.
that's just a squiggle.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah, so there's a lot of things. Again, there's a lot of like things that look like W's. That could be an 8. It could be an S. I think that's just a
Yeah.
squiggle,
Why?
or like the euro symbol or whatever. The numbers.
It kind of looks like the face that got deleted from the FNAF 2 files. You know that one? Looks kind of like an Undertale face. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No. Oh yes, I do. Now I know exactly what you mean. Okay, so this is what they're talking about, chat.
PNG or whatever it's called. Or it's called like Mike.png.
It looks like the euro symbol. It's like a backwards E, or it could be an 8. Or again, I think it's kind of just like a piece of hair got on the film, kind of effect.
Yeah.
It's obviously it's not as clear as the CRY letters are. Absol says, I just arrived, so I haven't seen the teaser, but doesn't the robot vacuum cleaner predate Fiona's death in the books? Yes, but if this is Dave, then he does not predate his mother.
Well, okay, so you know what I'm gonna say about the Mariko Hug vacuuming unit
This fan base.
is
That's funny.
the one in FLAF is not this. This is a different machine entirely because the one in FLAF is specifically called the Hug robotic vacuuming unit, and it's just the base, whereas this is the Cleanovac, and it seems to be from an earlier state. So what I assume that means is that Mariko continues past the Secret of the Mimic and keeps producing, because like this looks like a more high-tech, sleek version of it that isn't, a kind of anthropomorphized vacuum. This is just the base that can work on its own, and even the font and the design of the poster itself kind of gives later stylings. I'd say maybe 70s, whereas the ad is obviously to the 50s. I'd imagine that the Cleanovac is the earlier version. I'd say this is the original. And then the Hugs one is invented after the Secret of the Mimic.
I don't play video games no more. Yeah. More towards the bottom. Yeah, hold on. 6. Although the 6 could just be a squiggle. The 6 could
GiBi,
just be a
you're
squiggle.
muted on stream. People are saying they can't hear you.
I apologize, fam. GiBi muted. I was saying I was pulling up.
Excuse me.
Okay, you guys should be able to hear me now.
Sneeze came out of nowhere.
I have Photoshop open, so you taking Wendy's order. I have Photoshop open. Unfortunately, I don't have it set up so that you guys can watch that. Maybe next time I'll work out the kinks.
All right, listen, chat. I'm literally the over-analysis guy, so this is okay for me. This is in character.
This is what we do. All 187 of you watching.
Oh, my back.
On its face, I see a 9. I zoom in, I see a 3. I zoom out, I see nothing. Yeah, a lot of these are like optical illusions, seeing what you want to see. But the CRY,
No, yeah, the
so
CRY is like
obvious. The kerning is so like exactly how you would type them. It's the letter C, the letter R, the letter Y, which is a word. There's an A on the exact same line. We're not crazy, chat.
The mimic like never cries or anything, so I don't know why I would say that.
The mimic never cries.
Let me go to the
Crying
mimic
child.
story. I'm going to the mimic story and searching the word cry.
Silly TDreads, that would
You
mean
can't
that they
stop
read
me.
the book.
Tales from the Pizza Plex. Mimic totally legal PDF. Oh my god, I found it! So legally! This is great!
Blur, posterize,
Cry.
invert. Oh, if you invert
See,
the
I did
colors,
see someone
it
make the
kinda
point
helps.
that if the Mrs. Afton Staffton bot thing is actually important and not just a weird remnant of Scott
what?
miscommunicating something, this game this game could be the origin of Mrs. Afton, and that's who we're looking at in the trailer.
What if Fiona and Mrs. Afton are the same person? William steals his fun time, steals his wife.
Damn, that's
My
crazy,
name is
bro.
Edwin William Murray Afton.
Mrs. Fiona Murray Afton.
I don't play video games.
What if he
more.
stole his wife?
Yes.
What if he sold his wife?
No, stole
No,
Murray's wife.
stole.
Oh,
Yes.
Sold his wife.
Murray co-cuck theory.
Murray.
That's great.
Murray Cook.
Murray cuck. You can't spell mimicry without cry.
Being a why?
What?
I'm getting a lot of messages held for review right now.
In my chat.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Oh
Guys,
shit!
clip Giggy,
Oh,
Gibby
shit.
saying cock.
What did you find?
Edwin spent the next week trying to sleep instead of being able to throw himself into his work and fix the vacuum cleaner. Edwin had spent the better part of his days feeding David, burping David, rocking David, and listening to him cry. Cry. Oh god, my god, oh, it's a mimic.
Edwin, William, Henry, Murray, Afton, Emily. Serious guys, your time frames are messed
All the
up.
same character.
These vids are
Edwin
Murray Manor
Schmidt.
in their primes in the 50s to 60s, with Edwin's parents running the company. Then he takes over in the mid 70s. Edwin is the kid. I mean, yeah, not
That would be
wrong.
so strange.
Because again, if he's 24 in 19, what are the dates? Because I know people always say the dates in the Mimic are wrong. I think that's just because they don't agree with when security breach happens. What are the dates?
Because I'm the mimic.
Do you think
in-
security breach happens in like 2019? Do you think that's a
It could,
likely...
because FNAF 3 takes place in 2015. It could.
Yeah.
Is my thing. If
Well, I think it takes place in 2015 as well, but 4 years seems like a really quick turnaround to go from FNAF 6 to security breach.
if the cake thing is, if the teaser is a cake, it might have 3 candles, and Fazent is saying that David was 4 when he died.
Chat, great news. My credit score went up.
Yes.
Let's go.
Okay, so Mimic in 79 and the Storyteller in 2019 are some of the dates people believe. Help Wanted takes place in 2019, Security Breach in 2023. When does, how old is Vanessa in FNAF AR? She's like 20-something?
20, yeah. Let me see. Vanessa FNAF AR 23, yeah.
Okay, and if she was born in 97, then that takes place in 2020.
The cake is interesting, yeah.
The cake is a
Cake
lie.
is it's weird, there's a cake. Oh, there was a cake in the trailer, too.
It's
that's right,
weird,
that's
this
up.
cake. Let's if we can
My name
find
is
the
David.
font, if we can find the actual font that this is, then it's over.
How are we going to do that?
Guess check
Every font.
every single font.
ChatGPT, perform a font analysis. I'm going to do
Oh,
that. I'm going to make
oh.
ChatGPT.
Yes. Edwin started Murray-Co. in the Mimic in the early 70s, right out of college. Did you find Edwin's cake yet? Yes. Five Nights at Font.
This is how AI should be used, chat. What font
Is
the word cry in?
Well, what's the thing? We have to do captchas because robots aren't good at this exact thing. Send it this picture and say, what are the letters? I don't think it could figure it out. I'm starting to think it might be CRX. Has anyone started like giving me guff on Twitter? It looks like it's a... That's old tech computers are pretty good at it. Trace the letters and see what font. Yeah, so I'm actually... I have Photoshop open. I'm going through every font that I have installed. Because I'm guessing if it's not a proprietary font, then they would just use like a pre-installed Windows font. Because like, why wouldn't they? So I have it lined up. It's a serif font. We can tell that from the X. So that is helpful.
I don't know. AI slop couldn't get it. The AI slop was unable to determine what the fucking shit was.
Although the C is kind of like flat at the edge. It doesn't like curve all the way in. This is important stuff. It might be Gadoogie. It might be Gagoogie, chat.
Gabagool.
What?
The name of the font
GY.
Gadugi could be the font.
Gadoogie.
Although
I don't play video games.
What is that? What's your current brain rot obsession? What are you saying? What are you yapping about?
Jack Black.
I apologize that you guys can't see this happening. Hacked is free but not pre-installed. Yes, but if this is just a little thingy that the devs put in, it would probably default to a pre-installed thing. That's my gut. It's kind of baffling. If FNAF 3 is supposed to be in 2015, if the storyteller happens in 2019, are there any other FNAF 3 timeline placements? Some people put FNAF 3 in 2022 or 2023 because they're wrong. Are you guys, the people from FNAF's chat, trying to figure out the frame of the CRX film grain? Yes, that was TDreads who sent him money and then he gave up. So if
No, it's okay. No, he didn't give up. He looked back at it. Oh, and then he told me I was on meth. But it's okay.
So yes,
because he's not that far off.
We are those people.
Listen, because here's the way it works. If it truly is a code on one single frame, either I'm crazy or they are.
It is. It's clearly there. There is no way it's not there.
I don't. John FNAF thinks it's just film grain that coincidentally formed 3 letters.
That's insane. Oh, did my stream crash? Are we still alive? It crashed on my end.
They're trying to silence us.
Looking
all good? Okay.
live right now.
All right. My computer may have just been like, the RAM you're using right now is insane, dog. It might be like, I'm not happy with you.
I will say...
No, I'm only using 33%.
In all of these trailers thus far, and someone please correct me if I got this wrong, I just looked back at them, they keep referring to it as Murray Co. And though the Murray Co., like the logo, seems to be the costume manor, it seems to be so far only the ads have been for Murray Co. products, not specifically something from the costume manor, which makes sense.
What if Murray? What if Edwin invented crying?
Very likely.
It's true. The crying child is actually the
vacuum
of.
Yes, we figured this out already. The crying child is the mimic.
Yeah, and he's mimicking.
Oh yeah,
David,
there is basically no chance in hell that we figure out what that font is.
It's fine. The next step is going to be going through the other trailers frame by frame, because if they're using the same effect, it might show up around the same.
Oh, you're literally so fucking smart.
Oh, Sigma, yes.
Chat, everyone should literally like the stream right now because how smart that is.
Everyone send CRY in the chat if you think we're not crazy.
0 CRY.
No one responds.
Wait, we could turn this into a new. Wait, this works in my advantage. I can turn this into a new TDreads meme.
Cry theory. Cry more.
I'm crying right now.
It could be Trebuchet MS, which is a Microsoft pre-installed font.
It says cry. Yeah, no, I'm just and every time we go around to the mimic, I'm just gonna be like, wait, it says cry on his head. It says cry on his head.
Cry in the chat.
And only real ones will know. No, everyone sees it. Yeah.
Yes.
Even Theory Chum sees it, and he usually thinks I'm stupid. So, huge.
Oh, I think it might actually be Veranda. Chat, tell me if I'm crazy. I'll pull up the picture for you guys in a second.
Oh, there is a pattern in the static. So, basically, it's 5 frames after
So you're saying
a
we're
particular.
fucked.
No. I'm gonna compare it because there's actually a blank frame.
You think every 5
So
frames repeats the same?
It's every, so basically, if you pay attention, I'm paying attention to the green bar that's basically on one part of the image. Now, to be fair, the static and the green bar could be 2 separate layers in like the editing software, so it's not guaranteed that it's the same thing. But if you go to the frame with the CRY on it, there is like a green bar across the side of his face, right?
Oh. Okay, listen to me.
Find it.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
No.
This is not a stock static effect. They made this static effect themselves, and they have put. If you go frame by frame, there's shit in it in every video. The static effect is made by Steelwool.
You can confirm.
Go
this.
So go to Unwithered.
Hold on.
Go to Murray's Magic Coat Rack.
Mhm.
And
Hi,
on the 3-2-1. Okay, Unwithered. Go to 4 seconds in at the Murray's Magic Coat Rack.
Yeah.
And then start hitting period. Eventually, in the top of the screen, you will see an eyeball that looks like Circus Baby, kind of.
Sorry,
So
which
keep
one
going.
is this?
So go to 4 seconds and then hit period, and you will see there's literally it's an eye for sure.
For which one?
Steel will have made Murray's Magic Coat Rack. I'll do it on
Magic
GiBi stream.
Yeah.
Stream. So full screen it, GiBi.
Yep.
And now go to 4 seconds.
Okay.
All right, pause right here. Go back to when it says, so hit comma. So keep going.
Okay,
like
4
this.
seconds. This is the first frame of 4 seconds.
Yeah,
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then I want you to go forward, and I'll tell you when to stop.
Where am I looking on the screen?
Keep going. Stop. Back.
This one.
Back. There. Top. That's clearly a shape.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, it's sideways text. It's sideways text. Tilt your head.
What are you yapping about?
How do you not see this?
I see what you're saying. Actually, hang on.
You tilt your head to the left.
Oh, yes.
Look at all that white blob of weirdness.
ZM something.
Yeah, they've made the static themselves and put shit in it.
Maybe.
All right, keep going.
Okay, no, I'm just gonna. Yeah, we'll do the whole trailer. Actually, let's jump ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, this doesn't have a 56 seconds. Only the first one does. So if it's like 56 seconds and 60. Okay, wait, hold on. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do this because we're professionals here. Okay, we're doing 56 seconds and 16 frames on the Stay Up Latte trailer.
That's fucking funny. Okay, go back to when it starts.
Yep. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
No.
Let me go back.
It is the same static in every video, though. I think. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, because I'm looking for the word "cry" in this
that,
one, and
yeah.
I don't see it.
I'm looking like in the
see
same
word.
spot.
I don't see "cry." I'm looking for it. And yeah, it is a looping static effect.
So this exact frame I'm
yeah,
on. Look at this frame I'm on. This has that same text. What you were saying was text in the beginning, right here, the Z and the I and the whatever. So I think that's just
Okay. It could just be the film like going. Whoa, it could be waves. It could be the waves.
I thought this almost looks like an animatronic shoulder.
Hang on.
What if it says CRX instead of CRY? So if it said like FX or something, I'd think that.
No,
but I'm not sure.
that might be the thing waving.
Yeah.
But I cannot for the life of me find the CRY again.
In that
I go four
screen?
frames. GiBi, just try and go forward a couple of frames for me there.
Yeah.
1, 2,
Just curious.
4,
Just
1,
keep
2,
going forward and I'll
4,
see if I
1,
can
2,
spot it.
3, 4, 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, so it
Yeah, I
looped.
can't see the CRY.
It looks like it's looping every 4 frames.
Okay, so that one, that go back to.
Okay,
oh, yeah,
it's not.
so
It's not.
this frame
That's
you're
not
on
text.
now-
Those are just waves. Okay,
Yeah.
the thing I was saying was sideways text are just waves.
Yeah, it loops every 4 seconds.
GiBi, keep going
4
forward
frames,
until
I mean.
on the very right hand side of the screen you see like a green blur. It's just off
This one?
there.
Yeah.
That one. You see there.
Yeah.
If you go back 4 frames, this is the same. Oh no, one more forward. So wait, go back and find the
Yeah.
the one with the green blur on the side.
This one, yeah.
Yeah, so just go 1, 2, 3, 4 backwards.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, so this, you see this green bar here?
Yes.
This is the same green bar as appears on the
CRY?
The CRY.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't
So-
see CRY, do you?
No.
I don't. I mean, I'm gonna go and look in the exact same like, because your eyes will obviously be drawn to different things, so it's gonna be harder to identify what part of the screen you're supposed to be looking at.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
nostalgia
don't
cycles,
see
Absol,
it.
is every 20 years because people get nostalgic for their childhoods. So yeah, 50s stuff was big in the 70s. It's not here. There's absolutely not a thing. Maybe no, because it wouldn't be one frame. I was thinking maybe it might be like a signature of whoever made the asset. So yeah, if it is a watermark thing, then it could be a different like layer than the CRT filter. Because this one doesn't have the artifacting, right? Like the squares. It's not there. TDreads should be off investigating the FIB rather than FNAF Mafia. I don't know what that means.
The Figma International.
Bureau.
Yeah, I don't see the CRY anywhere else.
Yeah. Okay.
Weird. You
This
put
is
it on
crazy.
Twitter, though?
I put it on Twitter and I added Steel.
I think I retweeted it, actually.
Yes.
GiBi's Horror Homestead.
Very, yeah, did anyone say anything? No, I just got 2 retweets and 6 likes. Very clear CRY and a faint 8 to the left. What does this mean? Can Steelwool Studios confirm this is intentional? Lol, we think it might be a watermark CRT effect. Please, Steelwool. We know that Scott won't tell us if the books are canon, but you can tell us if CRY
But tell us
is
if Watermark
canon.
Theory. Tell if Watermark Theory is canon.
I love in response to Watermark Theory, they also are like, oh, and by the way, the books aren't canon. Just want to let you know that as well. Just threw it in the bottom of the reply. Yeah, I forgot. I meant to say that in the Doggo interview, but just so you know.
Yeah, CRY is hidden there. It's the Tears of Tales Games believers.
Cry about it. That's the A.
CRY about it, yeah. Thank you, Mrs. Trap.
Oh, Mrs. Trap, eh?
Could CRX
Mrs.
be
Edwin
an acronym?
Henry William Murray Emily Afton.
TDreads is literally the meme of the guy with the conspiracy board.
The cork board.
Yeah.
The guy
Okay,
from
so
the guy from Incredibles. That's like, stop! Did you see it?
Oh, coincidence? I think so.
Yeah. It's not on Stay Up Latte either. It's only that one.
You went frame by frame through the whole video? That's what I'm currently
I have
doing.
been.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm bothered to try and figure this out, but I would think that maybe there's like green bars are, consistently like looping, but that maybe the static effect is longer. So if those like
Yes.
green bars last for 5 seconds, but the static lasts for 10, then or 9 or whatever, they're going to be offset from one another. So it could just be the perfect storm of the two, but
Ooh, secrets.
just for that one frame.
That would be insane.
I'd be seeing secrets of the mimic. Secrets of the mimic. Oh,
I think Teachers is actually going insane.
The cake is a lie. The cake is a lie.
Secrets of the mimic. I think I found the secrets. The secrets of the mimic.
I'm
room
mimicking it.
with rats.
I'm mimicking it. We're literally going frame by frame through static looking for letters. This is peak FNAF.
Counting toes has nothing on us. My God. So Fazan, what'd you say? Tales reboot? I think like Tales adaptation or whatever.
Yeah, just not canon.
Like Scott gave the same prompt,
I think GiBi, what you said in that video draft you sent me was,
which is going
I
up
think
in like a
what's
few
probably
hours.
most accurate. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think that Scott most likely had an outline. The way he has an outline for his book people, he gave the outline to Scholastic and he gave the outline to Steelwool about the same story, and they both took it in their own directions. So he went,
Right.
there's a guy, his name's Edwin, he made this thing called the Mimic, and it did this, and he had a factory, and blah, 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 blah. And then the Scholastic people made that into the story that we have in Tales, and then the Steelwool made it into the game that we're going to play in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
I think that's the most likely answer.
Didn't they do this though in the static of the security breach?
Yes,
thing?
but that was way more
wasn't
clear.
There random? It was way more obvious.
Way more obvious than
Yeah,
this.
that was like one frame
okay,
of like Lidstrap's
Yeah.
face.
Scholastic.
Oh wait.
What?
Oh, we might be. Wait.
might be
Let me see if
cooked,
we're
or we
fucked.
might be cooking.
Let me see if we're fucked.
What?
No, nope. We are fucked. No, we're not
Ain't no
fucked.
way.
It does nothing. I saw some artifacting, but it is nowhere near. It does not look like letters, but it was like
No.
artifacting that was different looking.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
So I cannot find. Because here's the thing. If they are using the exact same static filter,
Mhm.
you would assume the CRY would appear again at some point.
Yes, it would loop at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I
Unfortunately, this
what I
one
was saying-
isn't. So I don't think it's the static filter. I think it's whatever filter gives it the square internet artifacting, which is not on Stay Up Latte. It's only on Magic Coat Rack and the new one.
Well, if it's 56 seconds, then it would have to be.
Magic
in,
Coat Rack is
Stay
only
Up
40.
Latte.
It's only 47
Yeah,
seconds.
it would
long.
have to be in Stay Up Latte though.
Yep.
At 56 seconds,
Well-
which it is not.
what I was going to say was that you've got what you can have is multiple layers of adjustments going on top of one another.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
one can be a different length to another. So in terms of the green light bar going
Huh.
across the screen. Oh,
There's a 60. There's a 6. There's a. Fuck! What is that saying?
actually,
I hate
insane.
it. I hate this game.
You're already playing the game. This is Secret of the Mimic. The secret is Cry. What?
Yeah.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
The mimic.
You want to share with the class?
his secrets. I see his secrets.
Yep. So, chat, we're looking in this area for the CRY, CRX letters.
Oh, I think I'm on coke.
Hmm.
I think I might be on coke.
This is actually a social experiment to see how crazy they can make TDreads.
I think I'm on Fent.
You know what? I just realized
Theory.
something kind of neat.
Mhm.
The Murray Co. logo
Yep.
is just the two black triangles, the kind of bow tie looking thing. But the Murray's costume manner is the two triangles and a diamond in the middle. So I think the MCM they've added in the extra shape in the middle to indicate that it's something that's come after Murray Co.
Interesting. And that
Like as in like Murray Co has like expanded outwards, and in the middle is the costume manner.
yes. This guy wearing the tie that looks like the logo really does make me think he's Murray, and that like him being purple in the first one is just being purple. Like I don't think that he's William.
That's so weird. Of all colors to pick.
Yep. I hate this rotten archive.
It'd be like making a Jedi character in Star Wars and giving them a red lightsaber and that not being relevant. Like, they're just like, it's just red.
He's just
we like the
red.
color red.
Purple is my favorite color. Well, it's kind of
Yeah,
like how
'cause it's so purple in that first one.
the Vlad character in Sister Location, like the artist made him purple, and Scott didn't tell him to or her to. They just like decided to do that, which to this day,
Really?
yeah, no, that's like a thing we've known for many years. So to this day, a lot of people are like, Vlad is William because he's a purple immortal being, you know. And then the artist was like, no,
Yeah, I've
I
heard
just
that
made
a
him
lot.
purple.
I've never
Okay,
heard
so
that. That's crazy.
so never mind. I thought I saw it again. I didn't.
Normal franchise.
You're gonna wake up. It's gonna be on the ceiling. You're gonna start seeing it on the back of the curtains. You're gonna go crazy.
The cake is a cry.
CRY.
Normal franchise creates specific color language to signify things to the audience. FNAF doesn't even reserve purple for purple guy. Yeah, and if you believe certain
Mace
people,
Windu
purple guy is
nothing.
also orange.
It's
I don't know,
true.
like, so I am tricking myself into seeing text, but it is much less obvious than the text that says CRY. Like that was like so clearly looked like letters to me.
Yes.
But
I keep seeing
I
like,
like if CRY was in it, like fully intentionally, like they typed it out and put it in part of the filter. It's like they were just like, it's scary because it's like, ugh, it's creepy. It doesn't mean anything.
you found this, that means you have no life. You should cry.
Yeah, they're just gaslighting you.
This type of TV was from the 50s. Can we have one FNAF screen without mentioning Star Wars? No.
Not at
Especially not with me, Unwithered and Withered.
all. No way. Not a chance.
An Absol.
all right, I have officially destroyed FNAF Twitter. People are now taking screenshots of squiggly white things. This is all part of the method. It's all in the method.
Someone's gonna make like a TDreads schizo thread on Reddit and be like, this guy is so stupid. He's seeing all this nonsense, but he can't see that the books are canon.
Okay, listen. The CRY is so fucking obvious.
Y'all found nothing. Now list TDreads' favorite Fent sellers. Sauce is Benston. That's good.
I can't believe we went through. We literally analyzed Hello Neighbor frame by frame. I think Matt Petty's team would love this.
Are you proud of us, Matt Pat?
FNAF is Star Wars for Zoomers. That's
Well,
Okay.
what does Mr. Steelwool keep saying? He's like, I know FNAF is popular because I saw more FNAF backpacks than Star Wars backpacks. What's that guy's name? Jason? Jason said that in the FNAF interview.
oh yes, yeah.
All right, here's what I would do if I was Steelwool and I was a real Sigma. Okay, I would get several screenshots of like spooky guys throughout the game, and then I would go through with the liquefy wave tool and I would turn every frame of those spooky guys into static. So I would make the static the spooky guys. That's what I would do, and I would overlay on the video.
Wow.
All right, how are you gonna undo that?
Yeah, how are people?
Great question.
How are people supposed to figure that out?
You need to capture J-Top and force him to. What?
Or
Tell
does
us how you used it.
It's an ARG. It's an ARG, but it's
Okay,
real life.
I'm sorry, GiBi.
Yep.
I don't know the idea. GiBi, the idea that the C and the R would look that perfect is fucking crazy.
It's
to me.
real.
I don't know.
It's absolutely real. My problem is that it might be a watermark, and it might only appear at the 56-second mark, and this video is not 56 seconds long. So we might have to wait for next Friday, and we'll be like, oh my god, it's a minute long, jump to the 56-second. And if it's there, then we're cooked. I mean, we're geniuses for finding it. Be
It's not
real.
here,
The
little
letters,
widow.
the letters spell out J-Top's location.
What if they just put random letters in there to be funny?
Yeah, like the hacked font.
Man, I remember when the
Christ,
hacked font, I saw a whole post about that the first time, because David is in that, and it's in the Didophobia title, and I was like, oh my god, this is crazy, because it was right after Hyperdroid did his whole video on it, and then
Survivor, how old are
immediately
you?
afterwards, I looked
Jeez.
at the font.
Also, Absol, the answer is
Glove
Lost
of Darth
Stars,
Vader.
obviously. That's a really old book. That's like an ancient book. It's like Palpatine has a
My
three-eyed
Glove
son.
of is the
Darth
fucking-
Vader.
Mimic.
Yeah, the Glove of Darth Vader is a very old book, but Lost Stars is obviously the best.
T-Dreads
That's
Magic
a
Coke
funny
rack.
title. And I've never heard of the Glove of Darth Vader. I know a lot of obscure, random Star Wars stuff, but
Yeah.
I've never heard
Well,
of
chat,
the Glove.
hypothetically
Not even the
speaking,
Gauntlet.
we haven't found the CRY. Hypothetically speaking, it should be here if it was the part of the filter. But I'm seeing diddly squat.
There's Magic Fand. Classic literature.
Actually, could you overlay, if you had like perfect screenshots of the both of them, you could go to 55 seconds in both of them to the exact frame, take a screenshot, put them both into Photoshop, and then set the overlay to difference so that you could see if the two static overlays exactly one to one.
Yeah, so
Yes, I will do that.
we can find. We can
Actually,
find.
you could even do that within the video where you could go to the same, like find the green bar frame, like before or after it, and then put it on difference, and it might show up. The cry might come up more easily.
Actually, Unwithered, you do it. I'm too stupid.
I don't
No.
know.
I'm
how
gonna
to do
mess it
that.
up somehow.
No, I get what you're
I
saying.
said I know how to do it, but I don't know how to get all the perfect screenshots and all that.
I get
I
what
mean,
you're
like the
saying.
same. Do they even have the same aspect ratio? It might be useless.
We'd have
I
to
think they do.
find the frame that lines up with the static effect, but like a different location.
Watch me shoot my secret cannon.
If the green bar and the static are all one, like if they just have like, you know, their distortion overlay on one layer and they just pop it down, then it would be easy to do. But it's more so getting the actual. Here, I suppose I can do it now. Fuck it, why not?
I thought there used to be a tool to take screenshots on YouTube. What the fuck happened to it?
Was there?
I thought there used to. Maybe it was an extension I had at some point.
Yeah.
So hang on. Let's.
Murray's Magic Fentrak.
Thrawn trilogy.
Let me see.
High
I'm
Republic
straight mimicking it.
novels.
YouTube screenshot extension.
Hang on, I'm doing it.
I found it. I found
I
it,
did it.
L.
I found it. It was right where you said it would be.
It was literally right where you frickin' said it would frickin' be.
Literally right there.
I frickin' seen it.
Okay, I'm.
I didn't
I'm
recognize it
going
at
to-
first, but then I thought it was CRX.
They thought I was Scooby-Doo.
They thought I was gooning.
No, it's not yours. It's not my stream. No, none of that
Okay, so
slop.
I can confirm that the static is identical in both. Oh,
So
it
where
is.
the
It is.
fuck-
It's in the other. It's in the other video. It is. It's in both of them.
The CRY or the static?
You're cooked. The CRY.
Where?
In both.
Which where? What are you talking about?
Okay, I'll show you.
Four,
Okay.
You're lying.
I have to
Five,
like over. I don't know how I can. Is there
seven,
any way you can screen
8,
share Discord?
9, 10,
You can
11, 12.
TDreads hush.
All right. Look at
Um,
this. Look at this.
So you want me to watch your thing?
Yeah. I'll just put a little. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll
Yeah.
put these both into a layer group. I'll mask it. The bit
I'll
that
show
says
once
cry.
we get there, guys. I'll show you what.
It's
what
not
we're looking at.
loading. It's not loading. Oh, there we go.
Right. Okay. So you see CRY here.
Yes.
So this is the Murray's costume manner with the. Sorry, this is the vacuum one. It's in both.
I don't know.
Oh
I don't
my.
know.
You can see it. You can see it. Look,
I don't
look,
know.
look, look,
No,
look,
the
look.
C looks different.
It's very
No,
compressed.
no.
No, I see.
That's the CR.
Yeah. Did you find the
You can see
56,
where the-
56 seconds, 16
Oh
16
yeah.
there's-
frame mark?
Okay. All right. All right.
Exactly.
There's no God. There's no God. We understand. We get it. There's no God. All right.
Hold on. Send
You can see the little white part of the
Yeah.
C and that bit
send
there.
send
Yeah.
that exact thing to the chat so I can.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, chat. We're cooked.
What are the
Well,
odds that it lined up that way? It's got to be a watermark. There's no way.
Yep. No, like it's there. It's real. It's just not
Yeah.
a hint to the lore, which I think makes it more impressive. Was it at the exact same frame mark? Is that where you got that screenshot from?
I don't know if it was the exact same frame mark, but it's the exact same line in the. That's how I
In the middle.
found it. No, it's not. It's 1 second behind.
Interesting.
But I
Weird.
lined it up with the green thing.
So
what's the
wait,
best way
this
to do
is-
the green like line.
In which video?
This is in the to stay up latte.
Stay up latte 50,
All right. Myth busted.
55 seconds.
55 seconds. Yeah. If you find the green like flash on the right hand side of the screen and then go back 4 frames.
1,
frame.
2, 16 frames. The green flash that's
Actually, I wonder
big,
if I can
you
see
mean? Like the really big green flash?
It's the green line in the center of the, let me look at the Discord. So yeah, there's 2 green flashes. One of them is
Yep.
further to the right than the other one.
Yeah. These two.
No, I don't think that's that 2. Let me see. Sorry. But I have so many
These
tabs
three.
open. So there's like, so if you find the green flash on the very far right hand side of the screen, like cut off by the aspect ratio,
This one.
there, that one.
Yeah.
And then go back 4 frames. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That one. That's the CRY.
So it's in here somewhere.
Yeah, I think it's. Just
How did
above his
I
eye.
get such a high quality screenshot of it?
Send the screenshot you just had so I can show chat.
I am. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can actually make it
Yes.
clearer.
Yes,
but,
Morse. We are analyzing CRT lines now.
Weak sauce, dude. Weak sauce.
I don't know if it's real. We're gonna get eaten alive on Twitter though.
It's real. It's happening.
Okie dokie. I'll just send it like this, I suppose.
People are adding like actual employees at Steelwool now.
Oh God.
No. Where in the? Hold up.
Yeah, if you can open it on Discord like this, GiBi. Oh wait, no, you can't do that on Discord.
No, I'm just gonna.
If you go left and right, TDreads, you can do it. You can see if you go left and right, you can see there's like a.
How do
Same
I?
thing. It's called.
How do I go
Hmm?
left and right in tabs on Firefox?
I don't know. Well, it should be fine if you have both of them open. You should just be able to just click one to the other. Yeah, you can see it there.
Yeah. So like this.
Yeah,
is the
that's so weird
this
that, that
white
they
mark
look
is
so
the top
much
of the
like.
C.
Yeah. Well,
And
that's more
C,
impressive than it's got to be text though, right? There's no way it's scan lines. It's got to be that there's a watermark or something. I don't see how that could I don't see how that could by chance happen from like a Premiere Pro fucking static filter.
It was a London Bridge situation. Absolix was saying. Might kill all.
Yeah, might kill all.
Man, it was really impressive that Scott went back in time and wrote London Bridge is
Control
falling down
shift page up.
to
Control
make it
shift
sound like
page
Mike
up.
kills all backwards, and then also make
Yeah.
that not relevant to the lore.
Well, he had the ball pit. That's how we could do it. So.
Oh, of course.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
He hit the ball pit.
Now, what we could take this as is that it's just part of the filter, or what we could say is that it's really so relevant that it's in every single video.
They
That it's
intentionally made it to.
London Bridge is
Alt shift arrow. Does anyone know how to? I want to like jump between these two using keyboard shortcuts. Does anyone know how to do that? Anyone in chat?
Let me see.
GiBi use the field and find the right frame. This is getting out of hand.
What browser are you using?
Now
Is that
there are
Edge?
2 of them. No, this is Firefox.
He's what?
Oh my god.
Go one tab to the right is control plus page down.
Aha.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you can see them.
My fair lady.
I think they're like 1 pixel off from one another,
Yeah,
but that
I
actually
almost-
could have been
I almost
from
don't.
my screenshot.
I almost don't see it anymore.
No, it's definitely there. Look at the like bright part of the C at the top.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I can kind of see the C in this one.
And there's like
And
it
the
actually
E.
kind of looks like an I. I'm almost seeing the word Eric now. I'm seeing like
Yeah.
an E under the or,
Yes!
and then
Just
there's like an I
nonsense.
with a dot.
Actually,
Edwin, maybe?
Absol, I'm using Firefox because in reality I use Chrome, and so I have Firefox for the stream so that I'm not like I don't click a button and pull up my like banking information that's saved. I installed Firefox just for this stream. I apologize. Who's singing London Bridge in the voice of a young Victorian ghost girl? That would be Scott Cawthon himself.
Yeah, Scott did that.
Okay. It's there though. That's my thing. It's real. It's really there.
It's real. It's happening.
The crying child's name is Eric. They intended you to misread it as cry the first time and then read it correctly as
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Cry like crying
obviously.
child.
Perfect.
Y'all going crazy about pattern recognition is actually a metaphor for machine learning. Oh my
We're the
God.
mimics.
Wait until Opera GX sponsorship. Yeah, I wish.
It's definitely easier to see on the vacuum.
Wait,
one.
I was sponsored by Opera GX. But it was for my other channel. I was sponsored by them.
Wait.
If they ask, I totally use it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was, meaning you don't use it. You just said you use Chrome.
Listen.
Yeah,
I
bro.
have a friend who
I've been
used
using
Opera.
Opera GX my entire life. I was
my
using
God.
Opera GX before it even came out. That's how much of a fan I am of.
I was using it back when it was just Opera. Opera GX is also Chromium. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we're cooked, chat. I will say, it's not like engagement dropped off to 0, so y'all are obviously enjoying yourselves. But I think that cry. What are we gonna call this? Cry theory,
Cry
watermark?
theory.
Cry
Cry
filter.
mark.
Cry filter.
Cry
Cry
mark.
theory, I think.
Nothing to do with crying child. Nothing to do with cyanide. It's obviously there, which is so funny because it is actually just there. It is so there. Yeah, it might end up being like, oh, that's like a guy's initials, and he logs onto Twitter and sees this, and it's just like, how did they find that? FNAF fans are built different. GiBi, are we barbecued? Let's be honest. Yes. Rest in peace, Cry Theory. It's the Dead by Daylight calendar all over again. No, that's way different. That's looking for lore in a general asset. This is real, fam. I believe this. David used to cry, though. You're right. When you read the passage out earlier, it said that like his son was crying the whole time. I think, I think we solved the lore. I'm looking up if cry
Guys,
static
I
filters
think-
is a term. What do you think?
Cry static filter is the term. You know what? Now that I think about it,
It's
you're
worth
right.
something. It's like in The Lion King, the stars for a second spell out SFX for special effects, but because like the stars move, it kind of looks like sex at one
Oh,
point.
yeah.
And
Looks
they're
like
like,
sex,
why
yeah.
is Disney hiding sex in the movie? And then they had to come out and be like, it says SFX, it's a special effects, it's just an Easter egg that we put in because we were bored.
Yeah.
Mimic
Someone pointed out that the head of the little vacuum robot does look a little bit like the security, like yellow caution wet floor signs, the wet floor bots. And the more and more we get, like the closer we get to the release of the game, I'm expecting to find out that Edwin has a lot to do with the Pizzaplex. Like I know he's working there in the storyteller, but I'm starting to suspect that like everything in Security Breach is going to be mimic based, because we've got the staff bots looking like the mailing sorting guys, so I'm pretty sure Edwin is the guy who restarted Fazbear all these years later, or at least is working for them to design their machines. Edwin is the Mrs. Afton Staffton bot. It's perfect.
If that was crazy, I start seeing an eye at 52 seconds. I don't recognize it. It's the dog, yeah.
Edwin is the mimic. Oh.
Right, I have
no,
reported
Doug.
the tragic news to FNAF Twitter.
It's still there, though. That's the thing. It's real.
That means it's in every one of the videos, which makes it more
Or
important.
it will be in every one of the videos. Once we find a video that goes up to 55 seconds.
The worst part is there will still be Cry Theory believers after this.
Yeah, it depends.
Cry-
As the
said-
Lex Guardian is saying that it's like they're probably not assets. They're probably
Theory
in
is
editing
visible.
software effects. Yes, I think that the like distortion and stuff like that definitely is. You could also have the like the grain and stuff like that could be a single asset on top. The fact that this footage underneath is being distorted as well, in line with some of these, then I would imagine that some of it is being done in software. But
Yep.
the fact that between videos the different distortions are lining up means they are using either the exact same
Yeah.
settings between one to the next, which seems less likely, or they have an overlay which they're putting on top of the video, and then also doing distortion underneath that.
Right, Unwithered, I said, it is with deep sorrow that I must report that the CRY theory has been debunked, and it appears on the same frame in every Murray's Costume Manor video, likely baked into the filter or green screen used.
Yes.
I concede defeat to Withered Circle, but it would have been epic to hide words in the static.
Cry water.
Which is true. It would have been mythical lore hiding if they put words in there. That would have been hype as fuck.
Yeah, I think these are much more broad appeal teasers than we're giving. Like, I think we're giving more credit than is due in terms of like the hiding secrets thing. It's like the secret they're hiding is the bit at the end when they show it.
When they just straight up show it.
Yeah, it's just like, it's the dog. We were hiding the dog in it.
Well, the cake was actually kind of hard to find
cake-
for a bit.
the cake,
yeah.
the
That
cake
was
could
more
be
hidden than
something.
the others.
That's true. Crying cake.
Cry cake. You were still right, despite John saying there was nothing there. Yeah, like it is there. It's just whatever. Okay, let's watch the trailer again. It's been 2 hours.
It is there. It's just baked into the
Maybe we'll be smarter.
whatever
now.
they're using.
Yeah, let's actually watch the thing.
Let's actually watch the trailer.
The way it was intended. Yeah. All right, guys, we are 2 hours into this stream. We're gonna start watching it.
Okay. Listen. I'm just
What's he
saying.
playing with on the floor?
Jacks. That's clearly a ball and 3 jacks. He's playing jacks.
Ah, okay.
His name is Jack. No.
From, but none
Oh,
of
there
them
is a
fit every
W. You're right.
corner
I
of
saw the
your home.
WW you're talking about.
Introducing the brand new revolutionary advancement in vacuum technology, Murray's Marvelous Cleanovac. Never before could a vacuum adjust its size to fit into hard-to-reach places. Patented Murray Tech allows
So it's
you to
mimic
clean
stuff.
everything from the biggest messes to the smallest crumbs.
I mean, it obviously
One
can't
size fits all.
shrink.
What kind of
And what
Dr.
you really
Seuss
need
type?
most of-
Yeah. So one size fits all is obviously a mimic thing.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it can go into any suit.
Yeah, it can't
It
literally
can fit
shrink
into any
itself
costume.
like Ant-Man.
Yeah.
The vacuum
Edwin, how are you
cleaner
violating
is
conservation of
friendship.
mass with
Your
this?
family will love the new addition. Mom, you won't have to leave the kitchen for the house to be spotless. And your kids will have a friend for life.
Your kids will have a friend for life because the mimic was supposed to be David.
Yeah, Murray.
David's friend. Yeah.
Top comment on my tweet is, I'm seeing words in every frame now. Thank you for helping me lose my mind seeing spaghetti-o words everywhere. Spaghetti-o letters.
So people have been, let's assume that Tales Games isn't true. People have been wondering if these robots all, like, you take their features and they literally become the mimic, or if Edwin, like is the mimic in this vacuum, or does Edwin take bits and pieces from all of his previous inventions to make the mimic? Because, like, oh, all my products failed. Let me just jam parts of them into this robot I'm doing.
Oh, I know what you mean. The way I took it when I was watching them, I mean, I'm not super well versed in the stories, but the way I kind of looked at it, that he designed the mimic AI as this kind of, one size fits all thing, and the way that AI is being used now in real life, where everything has AI in it. So the vacuum has the mimic inside of it, the coat rack has the mimic in it, rather than all of these things can mimic in some way, and then he's mushing them all together. I think it would make more sense that he's using the mimic in stuff so that they're all able to. I think that's how it's going to be in the game. That we're going to be fighting Jackie, and we're going to be fighting the mushroom, and we're going to be fighting all these different monsters. It's not going to be that the mimic is getting in and out of costumes necessarily. I think it'll be that each of these is a different robot, but with the mimic AI in it, and they're all going to be working together.
Yes.
Kids will have a friend for life.
Friend for
Murray's
life.
Marvelous Cleanovac. Order one today and make your family a happy one.
And then the dog just looks at us. Five Nights at Freddy's, Secret of the Mimic. Interesting. All right. Do we have anything else to say about this thing that we just yapped about for 3 hours?
Cry theory is real. TDreads is not
Cry
crazy.
theory
TDreads
is
based.
real. I'm curious for your guys' opinion on how this affects the book debate. Because I think people are going to have very different takes. Because the last 2 trailers that came out, you had people who were like, Tales Games confirmed because of this trailer, and then people are like, Tales Games deconfirmed because of this trailer. So what are your guys' thoughts on this one?
I mean, we've got these like very direct. I think the more it goes on, the more I'm on board with him being Edwin. So we've got Edwin, a young kid who's making friends with the Mimic, but the fact that they have the wife very present, because you could have I suppose made these ads without the wife there, or made them not about Edwin. So the fact that she is so present in them seems to be contradictory to what we know. But again, it's like if say that the books are 100% canon, they could just be like, well, it's it's representative. It doesn't actually mean that it's Edwin's wife is alive. It's just like it's an ad, and the ad's kind of about him, but not really.
Yep. It's a parallel. Books
Don't
people are
you
like
dare say that.
pro books people finally being like parallels exist.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess the other alternative is that this is William and Michael and Mrs. Afton.
Yep.
Oh, I got deafened for a second.
Okay. As a based Schrodinger's Tales game believer, this changes nothing. The correct opinion.
Yeah, Schrodinger's Tales games.
Tales is canon unless you look at it. We don't know what this is about other than it's a husband and a wife and a young baby. Yes, you'd have to be like, this is Edwin, and this is Fiona, and this is Dave, therefore, it can't possibly... And there's obviously other explanations for who these people are, if they're anybody at all. So I would not say, like, this is Tales Games deconfirmed. I am still a Tales Games believer, as you guys should know. I'll have a video going up in about an hour, probably talking about that.
How do you look at the whole thing of, like, Edwin disappears, and then... if this game is to be believed to be in line with that he disappears, then comes back, then starts Murray's Costume Manor, where he's no longer working for Fazbear, starts the company, everything goes out of that, and then he disappears again, like a second time. And there's like also a set of teams that go into this factory, which is separate to the first time it happened with the Mimic, like in the stories.
I would say that
How do you see those two things lining up?
Because it's a lie, and if it's not a lie, then the author made a mistake, and that part's not canon. We just ignore it. That's how. It's just a lie.
Yeah. See this. Which part is a lie? Because
the part that doesn't line up is the lie. The trailer's the lie.
Oh right, okay. So, but I mean, regardless, he has to go missing and then come back and then start a new company with the Costume Manor, and it has to be separate, right?
Yes, different company, different LLC. His first company got bought by Fazbear, so he had to start a new one, under a different name, Henry Emily Murray. No, Absol, I'm not playing a character. I'm being legit that I do think that Tales
Sounds
game...
like you're playing a character. Everything that's not lined up, but it is a lie. What are you talking about?
I do think Tales Games is more likely than not the intention. Whether that was executed well or not is a different question. I don't think Tales Games is canon. I think it's likely. That's my thing. Yeah.
Yeah. See, this is the thing, right? Like, we can look at this from the point of view of what makes sense. Like, does Tales Games work as a canon thing? Now, obviously, again, we're talking about a game that isn't out yet. But, let's say the game comes out and there's a lot of details that don't make sense to line up with Tales Games. We can talk about whether or not it makes sense logically, or if it was supposed to work and just doesn't, like if it's just poorly done. Because we often talk about the Star Wars comparison. It's like all the books and comics and stuff that come out are supposed to be canon together, but then you have something like Andor will just overwrite a comic just willy-nilly, Dave Filoni will just make a whole book just not exist anymore.
Pickle
and then
Pepper...
they'll still say, oh no, they're all still canon, so it's fine.
Pickle Pepper 900, take my money since TDreads isn't streaming. Also, Murray goes back to work for Fazbear in the books, The Tree Death, remember? Yes. So his company was bought out by Fazbear. He disappears until the storyteller, and now he's on like their board or whatever. But I guess somewhere in between those two things, he made Murray's Costume Manor, which is unassociated with Fazbear because they say he's only a contractor. So he had two companies. One was bought by Fazbear. In this
by the time he goes missing in the book, right?
Mm-hmm.
hasn't he already made the Mimic?
Yes.
So
It's fine. It's fine. It works.
So,
it works. Ahsoka's lightsaber. Come on.
He makes the Mimic after having sold his company to Fazbear. Then he starts a new company, moves the Mimic there after he's already gone missing and the team's already come to look for it. Then they put it in the new factory. Then he goes missing a second time. Fazbear sends more teams of people in, and then we get sent in.
Yes.
That's when the Secret of the Mimic takes place.
So Absol says, wouldn't it be really weird for a company buyout to not include a non-compete clause? I think it's a Domino's Papa John situation, where Papa John worked for Domino's and then like didn't like where it was going, so he founded Papa John's as like his own company. So like he left the big corporate entity and then he made his own little thing, and he specifically named it Papa John's so he could never be kicked out of the company again because it's named after him. And that went so well.
But I mean, like, because then Fazbear would be correct in saying that the Mimic belongs to them in the trailer, right?
Yes, because he would have made it
Because
while
they
he was
did
there.
already buy the company after he made it.
I just like to interject to say that we learned something important today,
Yeah.
and that is that Matt Pat was wrong.
Impossible.
Scott doesn't do coincidences, and yet Cry Theory was a coincidence.
Scott doesn't do coincidences.
Chat, clip that and mass share it on Twitter so we all know. Scott doesn't do coincidences, and yet the letters in the static were coincidences.
Matt Pat wrong, huh? What about Frights games or Stitchline games? Let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
When Steel Wool...
Ain't nothing but a tale.
So Absol says, when Steel Wool said we didn't know the full story, that wasn't new information. I might have an entire, like, 30-minute long video about that quote going up in whenever the stream is over, so...
Yeah.
Wait, were the letters actually nothing?
fair-
The letters are there, chat. The letters are actually there. They just mean nothing. They're part of the filter that they used. It's not a secret hint. It's not like lore. It's not like something we're supposed to see.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Regarding the don't know the whole story thing, like, obviously it could be not to go into the whole thing because you talk about it in the video, but like my personal interpretation of it is like, in the same way that if you read like the Civil War comic book, you don't know the whole story of the Civil War movie. You'll know parts of it. You'll know bits and pieces. You'll know kind of the vague outline. If you watch the Harry Potter, or if you read the Harry Potter book, you might not know the whole story because there's changes and adaptation.
Yeah, there's the worst one.
Shifts things around
Yep.
in the adaptation. So to say you don't know the whole story is a way of being like, don't worry if you read the book, it's not going to ruin the game for you because there's going to be other stuff also going on. It's not saying, it's exactly 1-to-1 except for all the bits that are in this. I think it's more so just saying like, yeah, they're going to be like around the same kind of events and story beats, but they're not going to be 1-to-1. So
You're gonna get You're gonna get
wasting
canceled
your
on
time.
Twitter. You're gonna get roasted in the comments. You can't use outside media to explain FNAF canon on Wither. Don't you know that?
Yeah.
Doesn't ever people
Sorry,
just
you're
tell
right,
you
you're
all the
right.
time? Oh my god.
You're so right.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we might get more stuff tomorrow because Dawko's doing his charity stream, and they very often
Ooh.
have stuff.
I didn't know that. Yeah. So
Okay, to
people.
be fair, maybe Civil War was a poor example because they're completely different. But I just mean in terms of adapting something.
Yes.
Like adapting a story.
So like the Civil War thing, I think one of the things that is important is that you kind of knew that Captain America was going to lose because that's how the comics worked. And that when they were fighting with Sony to like get Spider-Man in the movie, it's like because Spider-Man is so important in the Civil War comic, they wanted Spider-Man to be in the movie, even though he did literally nothing in the movie similar to what he did in the comic book.
Yeah.
But yeah, in my video about it, I'm like, I thought Captain America was going to die in the movie because he dies in the comic, and then that didn't happen.
Yes.
So you can't use the comic to predict the movie, and yet you kind of could. You kind of knew some of the stuff that was going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a more direct adaptation that still has changes.
Three
in it,
dudes
but-
learning the concept of parental on stream, which is like seeing shit where they're like seeing faces where they're already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, pareidolia or whatever.
Pareidolia.
Yeah. We're seeing letters, though. What do they mean, Mason?
There's an endo watching the family through the window earlier on. What?
I think it's probably in the static.
Yeah.
Probably more in fucking.
Yeah, if it's in the static, then no. Oh, I think I can kind of see it on your stream right now.
In which
Let me
window?
see.
Left window, middle window, right
The
window?
left-hand window, I assume, because it's the one that you can see the
So
whole window.
there's part when the mother's not in the middle of the frame where you can see the middle window. Give us a timestamp, fella. He said he's clipping it.
And if he's wrong, mods ban him. Oh wait, I'm mods.
You are mods. I'm trying to
Maybe
think.
the real cry theory was the friends we made along the way.
There's a million examples of it, but like two different companies or groups are given the same like concept, and they both make I don't know, like adaptations. So when the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey came out, they had this guy write a novelization of the movie, and then he went off to then like make a whole series based on the book that was a novelization of the movie. And then when they made the sequel 2010, it had nothing to do with like the sequel to the book. Like they were just sort of different continuities that split off from the same
To reach
thing.
places.
So like that's kind of similar. Like you start in the same spot. GiBi, your keyboard sounds beautiful. Thank you. It's a mechanical keyboard. Clicky clicky.
I see no such mimic.
Yeah.
Also, Theorysham just sent me another 2 squiggles that look exactly like 83 right next to each other. This
gosh.
is so ass.
Y'all passed it. Oh, sorry, I did miss a super chat. Can Toto tell me if the vacuum cleaned up the dead kids? We killed the kids because they weren't good at vacuuming.
My name is Edwin.
And that's canon. Your name is Edwin. Just like Dragon Ball Super. Exactly. If only someone had used Dragon Ball Super as an example for this exact kind of thing. And Civil War, and Star Wars, and Harry Potter.
There are no other media. There is no other media.
There is no
FNAF
other media that is relevant ever.
FNAF is unique for some reason.
Yeah, media literacy does not exist.
Only FNAF literacy.
Yeah.
We need TDreads to do a coverage.
Yeah,
on
okay.
this
I
one.
suppose in the Star Wars example, you've got like the I know again you've talked about this in that video, GiBi, but like the Ahsoka book being the based on the like unreleased episode of Clone Wars.
Yeah.
And then they made those into real episodes. It's like, yeah, you could read that book and know that Ahsoka went to this planet and did this thing and blah 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 blah, but it's not the full story because you miss all the stuff with who do they fucking shoehorn into that story?
So-
Yeah, they change a load of stuff.
In the Ahsoka book, she like goes to a planet and she's like staying with farmers and she's hiding out and she's not being a Jedi, and then some Inquisitors come and she's like, I should fight them, and then she steals one of their lightsabers and then she purifies it, and that's where she gets her white lightsabers from. This is retold in a Tales from the Jedi episode, which is only like 10 minutes long, and the Inquisitor is a
Tales?
Tales of the Jedi.
Tales?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Tales fiction? Tales. It's just Tales. But like unironically, that is how Star Wars works. Like Tales. So
Yeah.
in the episode, the Inquisitor is just a different alien race. She calls like the humans that she's with a different name than they are in the book. And Dave Filoni's explanation for this is like, it's a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. It's all a fairy tale. It's just a tale. You can tell the same story 2 different ways, and it's still like the same. The heart of the story is still the same. So like the Tales of the Jedi series is literally supposed to be like, it's just a tale. Some details can be wrong.
Oh yeah, that's a funny design thing. The curtains are literally like the mimics' eyeballs in the.
Yo, that's an actual Easter egg. You actually figured something out.
Oh wait, that's actually true. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Wait.
the burners, the Jackie's eye burner.
Yeah, the burner
actually in the
eyes. Yeah.
text.
Yo, you figured something
real.
out.
No, that wasn't me. That was some guy on Twitter. That was some guy on Twitter.
Oh.
It was Phantom on Twitter. T_T Phantom. Not as good as Cry Theory.
Yeah, our thing figured it out. I want to find a real.
See, we inspired people to look that deep into it, and so then they found more stuff.
Yep.
See? So really, I'm the one that should get credit for every discovery ever made from now on.
Yes. So these
'Cause I
things,
inspired everyone.
chat. These things in her eyes. Which I'm gonna call like heating coils. They look like a stovetop. These circle
My
things in
name
her
is
eyes.
Jackie.
It also looks like you're trying to hypnotize someone. Oh my god, maybe you get hypnotized by the mimic. Those things are the same swirls on these curtains. Very cool. You figured it out.
Do, 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 do.
I've not been looking at chat for a while.
Oh, did
Vacuum
we
stuff.
notice that
Vacuum
much like-
stuff. William vacuumed
what'd
the
you say?
kids.
Much like Fredbear, the guy's bow tie has gone from purple to black.
I think I'm making Twitter lose it. They are literally seeing
Henry Edwin.
they're seeing things everywhere.
Yeah, Pickle
You
says
started something.
Pickle says each teaser is just telling us something different. Yeah, I think that this one is like, it can be your friend. The coffee learns about your preferences. The coat rack can change sizes. This one can be your friend, and these are all aspects of the Mimic. But the big question is that because they are all the Mimic, or is that because all of them will become the Mimic? That's the big question.
All right. The letters and like numbers, they are really easy to see. Like it's not like it's almost like the white is more saturated than the rest of the white scan lines. So I get how we ended up seeing him. It's really weird. It's like in those particular spots, the white is more saturated than the rest of the scan lines. It's annoying because I'm looking at like Twitter blowing up with like 5 different people sending like, look, there's one here too.
Yeah,
it's just there's
squiggles.
certain areas of the screen where it's really easy to see it for some reason, even if like the background color is the same on another part.
Twitter's going crazy.
Oh.
No, that's just Twitter. Do you guys have
Cry
eye
theory.
squiggles? Do you guys have squiggles in your eyes? You got swirlies? What are they called? Floaters?
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
I'm squiggling it.
Yeah.
Who up squiggling it?
Excuse me.
There's a piece of me in every body the Mimic is entered. I
gonna
genuinely
enter
think that Secret of the
inside of
Mimic
him.
is just that he's in everything Fazbear related. Okay, Arca DUZ. You're one of my members, and so I have to read your name in all my videos. Please tell me how to pronounce whatever that is, because I always trip up over your name.
Arcadias, maybe?
All right, I need to make a new.
Arcadies.
I'm gonna commission a new emote
Burb.
now of the mimic crying to commemorate this moment.
Cry theory.
Yeah, I'm doing a new emote now. I'm gonna message my designer.
Yeah, absolutely. Calm down.
In the books, it
This is
says
not a-
Edwin
It's not a
took
TDreads stream.
hardware from his previous projects and took shortcuts in the programming to make the software. So it's more likely that he reused codes from these products for it. Yes, again, I at the moment I think those are equally as likely.
Right,
why would you, from like a video game story lore perspective, why would you make a character who's like, I can fit in any costume, and then have there be multiple endos of, like, why would Jackie and Mushroom be different robots if the point of the Mimic is that he can
That's-
fit into
yeah.
different costumes?
Well, that was my thing when people in the beginning when people were like,
Hi, Kira.
Jackie might not be the Mimic. I was like, why would it be about her then? Like, why would she be on all the posters?
Don't give me a heart attack, Kira. The Mimic is ultra. I have a theory called God Mimic. Say it, TDreads. Say it.
God mimic.
Where everything that happened in FNAF was beamed through the 0-point field to the Mimic, who later beams it back into the REGs of the animatronics.
Oh my god. Yeah, unironically, with the whole thing of like the Mimic being in every animatronic, like that's the secret. I think based on how they talk about possession in Frights, they say it's like anything with an intelligence plus agony / remnant basically means that it can come alive. So I think the fact that the Mimic is made to approximate living things, it's like, yeah, when the ghosts get stuffed in, that's why they come to life and we don't have haunted tanks. It's like, because it's got a thing on board which is predisposed to mimicking, living creatures, so their souls basically adapt the AI to think that they're Susie or whatever.
Because there's it's like, this piece of toast has agony, this mirror has agony, and then he has to like take it. He has to take it and put it into the robot. So
Yeah, it says any kind of intelligence, but the more complicated the intelligence, the more like.
Because like
complicated the
Jake
possession, right?
could possess the real Jake doll, which just had a phone in it or a walkie-talkie. I forget how it worked. I think it was just a walkie-talkie, which I guess counts or something.
I guess so. Yeah. Did they say in Frights? I can't remember when they're making the Stitch Wraith. Is the doll there, or is Jake already in the Stitch Wraith?
Jake's in the doll, and I think they use the doll's head. I think Arcadeush, Arcadeush. That does not help. Arcadeush. The real Jake doll walks out of the house, then it goes inactive. Yeah, but it still walks out of the house with this little like stall. Like imagine like Toto can't walk. I don't know how to tell you guys this, but Toto actually can't walk. He has to float.
What?
Mm-hmm.
He can float. He can float.
He can float. He can just like fly.
Like a Dragon Ball
like
character. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, the timestamp for the endo is 11 seconds to 12 seconds. It's there for 2 frames. Okay.
I'm not seeing it. I think that I have made him start hallucinating. I think I have literally turned Phantom animatronics real, except now they're Phantom letters.
So we're looking in the window, in the left window, I'm guessing.
Gonna start seeing some crazy stuff, man.
For two frames.
Those vents, keep that air running.
GiBi.
Yeah,
I've had it. I have seen more shit than anyone else this stream. I don't see it.
I have had it up to here. What are we looking at?
Just in the window for 2 frames. Unless it's, I don't know, it looks like a little cute little nose right there. I just still don't know which window. This? Is this like a beak? Is this what he's saying?
Oh, it looks like RFQ. It's like the RFQ 2 eyes and the T. RWQ, sorry.
I can read his name as Cyrillic. I'm just bad at reading. I fam. Bye, Seeker Accompanist. The middle window above the mother's head at the 11-second mark. Okay. Need to wait for that little pop-up to go away. It's not that is this his eyeball? It's not that I don't believe you.
I don't believe him.
TDreads doesn't believe you.
I'll say. Yeah, okay. I think what we need to look at is like Steel Wool is making this in like they probably take a week.
Yeah.
You know, and they're just like they put the same static filter over it every time, and they go
from stockfootage.com or something.
Yeah, it's like a spooky thing at the end of the video, which fades in, and we all go, "Oh, it's the dog from the trailer," and then we're supposed to turn it off.
The fact that they accidentally formed the letters CRY next to each other is truly incredible. That's like what a coincidence. No. What are the odds?
Sorry that I said goodbye to you then. He took one too many tea perks today.
Hey, I haven't taken perks since like February, man.
Wow.
And I was allowed to.
You're saying that like you didn't have a reason to take them at the time.
Yeah, I had wisdom. I had my wisdom teeth. I had my wisdom teeth. I'm quit. I'm clean.
Like you're off them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm this many weeks sober.
Too far.
Dude, it was kind of Loki. That was kind of nice.
Go back where?
TDreads.
If you guys have found this, then tell me how many frames after the 11-second mark it is. Because I don't want to like.
They're giving you engagement, but it's not there.
RWQ.
Everyone
I like the video.
Destroyed your chat.
Like the video for Cry Theory, okay? Everyone
in memoriam.
Type Cry again. I want everyone in 14 seconds. Type the word Cry. Send it in. TDreads Fent victim.
That's crazy.
Arcadius. Okay, might just be. I'll just say Arcadius. That sounds right.
On the tops of their heads, they have 2 air sacs.
It's like I have to
Okay, fam, I apologize. I started hearing weird noises. It's because Unwithered was streaming some dolphin thing. Unwithered was streaming dolphin noises. I was still watching his stream on my other monitor. So, in the chat, in the chat, or on stream, I'm guessing, these guys could hear the dolphin noises, and I didn't know what tab it was. I didn't know what it was.
Oh, that's funny.
So I had to cut the stream for a second. But yes, no, that Unwithered's watching a dolphin video.
They're all saying cry.
Thank you, guys. Okay, 29 frames from the 11-second mark. Okay, I will do that. Sorry for the weird dolphin noise. He's muted. He can't hear us, so we'll have to ask him when he comes back.
I'm back.
What was that? I was still watching your stream on my other monitor, so I'm just sitting here chatting, and then dolphin noises start appearing on stream.
I'm so sorry. my girlfriend sent me a video with dolphin noises. sorry. I didn't
Okay.
realize streaming.
Mhm.
So this is 29 frames after the 11-second mark. So it's supposed to be over her shoulder. We're supposed to see the mimic. I think it's supposed to be these frames. Do you guys see the mimic? I think that they're seeing this squiggle as like an eyeball, like an endo eye. But like that's just one of the repeating characters.
What if Cry Theory actually says, "Cry not, try not, do not hold out hope. Your life, your aim will save those with soul."
Theory says,
And
"My
it's
29 is
embedded
not your
the
29."
entire text.
Go back. You missed something 14 frames ago. 14.
I think you're being punked.
14. Oh my God! Everyone type 14 in the chat. They say
Heartwarming. Man discovers engagement for the first time.
I haven't streamed in years. It's been years, fam. 14, 14, 15. It's right there. Ah, he's right there. I disagree.
I think he's bugging.
There they are.
I think he's bugging. I think I've ruined FNAF Twitter for the day. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Go back one.
Probably wouldn't be much better.
Okay, I'm back one. Where is the mimic? This VOD better be saved. I think it will be, unless I messed up the settings. 14.
Where's my ball?
I'm running out on the road. Why is Unwithered streaming dolphins? Unwithered dolphins.
Unwithered. All right, guys, I'm hopping on Minecraft
Forward
chat.
2. Okay. 1, 2.
I'll stay in the call, though, don't worry.
Okay, is this the mimic? Can't you see it? Apparently, Theory Chum and Mr. Cheese can both see it.
Now I think people might be messing with us.
Yeah. I think
shadow
they are.
above
They
her.
have. I think they're using
Guys,
Cry Theory against
this
us.
is just a blue-colored CRT effect. This is not the mimic. This is an effect that happens across the entire screen. See, now it's over here. It's moving from left to right. So it's here. I need to take Toto off. It's here, and now it's here, and now it's here.
Effect. This is not the mimic.
Is this the mimic?
It's like the
The butterfly, yeah. Theory Chump's gonna email it to me. Okay. I think you're being trolled. The mimic is you.
I hope it's just a big PNG of a middle finger.
Theory Chum wouldn't do that to me, right, Theory Chum?
Come on, Theory Chum.
I believe
Don't be
in
a
you.
theory bum.
You were the theory chosen one.
Oh, very good. Bars.
Thank you. I don't have your email. My email is, I think it's Puffin Devin. It's on my YouTube channel. It's puffindevin@gmail.com.
I love like I'm gonna email him. What the hell?
What is your email? I don't have it. No, that's my business email. Actually, even if GiBi is annoyed by me, I have a deep respect for his honesty. I'm not annoyed by you. I just don't see it. Please send it to me. By CKA Red. Gregory has the same build and figure as David.
How do you pronounce your name? C Carrot.
I just figured
I've seen
out
it on so many streams.
This
and I don't
guy,
know.
he donates stuff all the time just because. I just realized that his name is Just Because, not just BKZ. It's Just Because. You are wrong, GiBi. The mimic is mimicking the static. Oh my god, you're right. It's not CRT static. It's the mimic being CRT static. I will pray that Toto can help. He can.
The mimic is everywhere. It's there. It's here. It's everywhere.
CKA Red is pronounced scared. I'm just bad.
Yeah,
at
I thought it was.
I'm
I
just
thought
bad
it
at
was
this kind
scared.
of stuff, guys.
I called him C Carrot for a while.
C-Carrot.
Yeah, I thought it was C Carrot as well, or C Carrot. Scared. Ah.
Or
okay.
Will cared.
Let's not. Won't care. I'm waiting for that email. Also, we're just kind of yapping.
All
How
right,
do you
my
pronounce-
goat is
there
officially making the Cry Mimic
Trico.
emote.
I would say Trico Everfire. That's how I would pronounce your name. Where's the email on your page?
Yeah.
It just had YouTube. No, it's if you go to contact, it should be there. It's Puffin, the word Puffin Devin, puffindevin@gmail.com. Everyone else has been able to
Devin-
find it, so I don't
Devin
know.
D's.
Yeah, if you hit more about this channel, and then there's a
Mm-hmm.
view email address button.
And then yes, if you can't figure that out, you can send it to Absol, and they'll send it to me on Discord. Theory release the emails.
Theory release.
Theory
release.
Theory couldn't find Absol's email either. Yeah, Trico Everfire. I guess you could also say Trico.
Yeah.
But I think Trico's more.
That's it, Trico.
Oh my god, I just understood. Someone else said Grovyle. Now I get it. Haha. It's funny because Trico is a Pokemon. Ha ha ha. Funny.
A Pokemon. A Pokemons.
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
A Pokemon. It's a Pokemon.
Is there anything in particular? Because I actually forget. We did that predictions stream ages ago. Is there anything like in the last couple of months?
In the before times?
Yeah. Is there anything that's like changed after since we've got like the trailer and these couple of teasers and stuff? Is there anything that's been particularly stood out to you as something that you're pretty sure will happen in the game?
Will happen.
Yeah.
We should find that old list of predictions we made, like for bingo cards or whatever.
I can't wait to do the actual figuring it out. I almost want to just leave it until after it comes out, just so we can be reminded. Yeah. I remember one that I put on there was the 1983, because I was convinced that you wouldn't have a coming soon
Devin
on a restaurant that wouldn't come out for 4 years.
Devin spelled with an O, so Puffin Devin with an O.
Yeah, little did you know, stupid.
Yeah.
You don't know anything about mimicry.
It sounded like you combined Pokemon and Demon in a single word. No, Pokemon. Trico is a creature from the Last Guardian.
It's either mimic or be mimicked.
Yeah, no, Last Guardian was a game. Also, I think this might just be like fans reading into it, but I think it was called Trico because it was the third game by them. So like TRI third, with Ico, and then Last Guardian, and then Tri-Ico. Get it? That's it. Ha ha ha. But yeah, Trico. He eats barrels, and the barrels are people.
Did you see the Murray's Costume Manor vacation rest form that they put out the other day on
yes,
Twitter?
And that also got me in trouble with Tales Games Believers. I didn't even mean it. I wasn't even like trying to be like, I don't know, pushy about the Tales games, but I was just like, it's funny to think that the two companies we know of in the franchise both like don't care about their employees, where they're like,
yes.
you're not allowed to miss even for your own wedding. So I made a comment like, haha,
yes.
FNAF is just a satirical universe in which, the most ridiculous thing that a company could do is they will do 100% of the time. And then like Withered and other people's responses was like, actually, that's because MCM is owned by Fazbear, so it's the same company.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well,
I think it's just, yeah. I did think it was interesting because I was like, that's a very Fazbear way to approach it. But we've been told directly that MCM is not owned by Fazbear. We've been told that directly by, like, regardless of what you think about Murray Co. or whatever, but like specifically Murray's Costume Manor, we were told in the Doco interview, is not a Fazbear location or a facility.
Yeah. Well, and then like you kind of just said, like the trailer just says that he's.
Well, the trailer says it as well, but I mean, again, like the trailer's lying. Hand unit's lying for some reason.
How do I do this?
I did think the weddings in brackets, including your own, and funerals are not acceptable. I thought that was. I know it's obviously just
it's a joke,
satire,
yeah.
But I wonder if there's something, because we've obviously got the husband and wife characters in the main teasers. I wonder if there's something more important about. It's because I saw a video that was like called out the Mrs. Afton staff bot thing, and I was like, wives, maybe they're becoming important to the series for the first time ever.
2 women in my FNAF?
Women?
Okay. So what? So this is what Theory Chum sent me. I'll just leave that on screen. Everyone can come to their own conclusions. I just think that it's Paradolia at this point.
Yeah.
Mimicdolia. Murray backwards is Yarrum. Maybe he's a pirate. Daco tweet indeed. Check Daco tweet. Daco? What did Daco do? Do I follow Daco? I don't know if I follow Daco.
I'll look up Daco.
If I don't, that'd be pretty crazy. Oh my god, I don't
Is he a mimic?
Daco.
He's a mimic, isn't he?
Can confirm that I have something from Steel Wool.
Something?
Yeah. So make sure you join
He does have stuff
tomorrow. Yes.
He does have stuff?
There will be Steel Wool things tomorrow at his stream. Which means that me and Withered Circle stream will have zero viewers. We'll have to schedule it around his. When does Daco's stream start?
I don't know when he starts, actually.
Chat, when does Daco's stream start? Steel Wool has to remind Scott that women exist. Did GiBi make a breakthrough in the last hour? We broke through our sanity.
Yeah, we discovered that cry theory was a farce.
We broke through the glass ceiling.
Bears and women
We figured
both.
out that women exist in FNAF.
Bears and women both extinct in FNAF. Okay, Absol, you say that you'll be
Hook is
there.
gonna-
You say you find Daco annoying, but you also find discussions about the Tales game's canonicity to be annoying, and that's what the stream is.
That's a perfect blend. You're gonna really enjoy it.
Yeah, you can
tomorrow.
choose. You can choose between Daco or me and Wither talking about the books. Which again, advertising it now, it's not a debate; it's a discussion. I want to learn why he thinks what he thinks, and then later next week, I'll talk to a Tales game not believer about why they think what they think.
I'm Tails gaming it. Sorry.
If the mimic made the Staffbot family, I like to think he put mother at the head of the table because the mimic sees the mother of the missing piece of his own family. I think his mother is just Edwin, though.
His name is Edwin?
No, okay, the letters are there, they just don't mean anything. Are you gonna fist fight him? No, me and Withered it's a calm discussion.
Are the letters there, or do we think the letters are there? Because the coincidence was just so supreme that it generated, like, infinite letters.
It's
'Cause
actually
I honestly
the field.
don't know at this point.
Actually the field.
Yeah, literally the field, I think.
Aim where they are going, not where they are.
I mean, it would
That's
be
even
interesting if we
worse.
played as Edwin's
Sorry, I'm playing Minecraft.
wife, if she's not
Oh.
dead after childbirth.
Ooh,
Well, that would
yes.
certainly be Tails games destroyed.
This is what happens. So okay, Edwin Cuck is accurate,
Oh my god.
and we play as her in Secret of the Mimic. So
Oh,
Edwin's
Edwin.
wife divorces him, marries William, has the 3 Afton kids, dies at the end of Secret of the Mimic.
That's why David is named David in the Afton family. She just really likes that name.
Yeah, she reused the name.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's like the first kid didn't work out.
Yep.
Actually, that
In
is a
honor of
thing.
my
Like,
other
with
son who I
some
hate.
grief-stricken parents,
Nope.
if their children
I-
die, they just name their next child the same thing.
I have an ancestor who had, I think it was 4 kids, and they all died. So it was like boy, girl, girl, boy. 4 kids all died. So then she had another 4 kids, boy, girl, girl, boy, and she named them the same thing in the same order.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's just a thing, I guess. You only
Yeah,
got...
no, that happened in my history as well. I think
Yeah.
in our family we had, deaths.
Well, it's probably not. It's probably like supposed to be to
Like,
honor
back
them.
in
It's not supposed to be
1800s.
mean.
I can't think of more than
I'm
4
sure
names.
It's not supposed to be mean.
It's just
no,
coping.
it's like it was a. I mean, as well, you also had things as like the reason they named them that way is because of a family name or whatever, and they don't want to not use it, or
I'm andeciding it.
What?
I'm andeciding it.
William has always been the mimic, and he's been mimicking people's lives.
You guys are just discovering Edwin Cooked? We talked about this earlier.
I
mean,
am
honestly, at
Edwin.
this point, I kind of want Edwin to just be Henry. I just want it to be true because I'm like, at least then we don't just have like this new character showing up and being the most important character.
Listen,
I'm very
listen.
sad that I'm
Being
sad
way
that-
cooler than William and Henry.
Unwithered, look
Oh,
at me.
man.
Edwin is FNAF's Ahsoka. It's a character that they slot in
Yeah.
as a prequel character who existed way back in the past, who becomes super important,
Yeah.
and because they're not part of Scott's original story, Steelwool can do whatever they want with him. It's my character, it's my baby, that's why they're the most important. Okay, Edwin is Ahsoka theory.
That's
Unwithered.
Yeah, that's 100% what he is.
Yep.
And he's actually way cooler than everyone else. He's got a giant factory with technology decades ahead, like way more than William and Henry ever did. You thought the fun times were a stretch? How about just
Giant
20
music
feet
man.
tall music man with a rock crusher for a face?
Listen, if we can believe that Edwin left Fazbear twice and disappeared twice, what if he just had a family twice? He had a wife, dies in childbirth,
He's a
has
player.
David, David dies, gets a new wife, has a new kid, they both die at some point. Okay, that way both the books and the games
That
can happen
kid.
in the same continuity. And that kid,
That kid.
One of
Cheekabully.
our
William Afton.
contractors,
Cheekabully.
Edwin Murray, has gone missing. What does mending work on everything? Does mending work on every object?
Are you playing
Minecraft
Minecraft?
enchantment.
Any tool and armor, yeah.
Any tool? Oh, that's so huge. I'm stealing it.
I'm pretty sure.
I have robbed Fast Entertainment. I am stealing his enchanted book.
Edwin equals orange guy because Ahsoka is orange.
Yes. Edwin Midnight Motors.
Mending is Minecraft's remnant. That's awesome. True.
Isn't mend? That's one of the words in the poem in Security Breach, right?
Oh yes.
Mend them, smash them. I don't know.
Something mend. I built the breath.
Yes.
Twist and mend. I built the breath.
Do you think Edwin wrote that? He built the breath. He's the one who made the
Probably
robots?
because they've got so many triangles everywhere, and his logo for his company is triangles, and they say he wrote in a weird triangle language in the storyteller. So it's like I think he wrote that.
Yep.
But why was he in Michael Afton's room?
I don't know.
Chat, I found Withered Circle in Minecraft.
Mike-
I'm gonna go yell at him.
Okay. Maybe it's actually William Cuck. The baby isn't mine. Mike is Edwin's son.
Man, watch God Victim be made canon, but because the mimic is in everything, so it's mimicking everything the White Victim saw.
Who put that? Dude, John FNAF's
broken, he's gotta be
first
put back
impressions
together.
of me. John FNAF's first impressions of me are one, me watching his Midnight Motors video on stream and saying it was mid, and
no.
two, me having schizo theory, cry theory moments in his chat, donating him $12.
Michael's a
Was
clone.
he there for your
Phasma.
reaction?
You.
Was he in the chat for your reaction?
Yeah, he was. He was in chat. He said, "Why are you watching these old theories? They suck."
Oh my gosh.
And you were like, "That's why."
Nice.
Was it his crying child as a robot saw his own death?
Yeah.
video?
It was
So-
Funtime Freddy Robot Toes.
Okay.
And I told him, I said it was mid, and then he appeared, and I was like, uh-oh. And then the second time he knows about me is because I was spamming him to look at mythical letters that don't actually exist.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it.
Detached Mind says, "No, TDreads. You said out loud you were hung while watching his vid.
That's cool.
That's part of it.
13.
Do you think Michael played Minecraft?
No, this is a good setup with a circle.
No.
I don't.
Oh,
think so.
mending is OP. Mending is OP.
Okay. I have
Actually, Michael could have played Minecraft.
I have a 43-page
Fire.
long
Good shit, good
script about why John FNAF's Midnight Motors video is actually good.
Who said that?
Me. I have a 43-page long script
On the toes? On the Funtime Freddy toes?
on the crying child is a robot who witnessed his own death video.
Okay, yeah, so the Funtime Freddy toes theory. Yeah.
Yes. I have 43 pages explaining why it's a good video and a good theory. I have not made that video yet.
Withered Circle, watch this. Come here. Watch this.
Tell T-Dress to put
Run.
T-Dress put mending on a pickaxe.
Run. Wait. Oh, okay. All right. I was gonna say here.
Trico says they have a Midnight Motors video coming
you
out
don't wanna-
today that answers every single answer. Couch person, footprints, runaway, mound.
Yeah, it's Elizabeth.
I also have... No, Elizabeth is the FNAF 4 dreamer. We've been through this.
That's true because they
You're
had
saying
a
Elizabeth is
pink.
the mound, T-Dreads.
No, I
Elizabeth
said
is the
Elizabeth
mound.
is the couch person.
Oh. I had that in like a fan script I wrote for a movie. I was like, it doesn't have to be accurate. It works. In an adaptation.
I have
In
a
my
lot of
current
I have a lot of
Midnight
amethyst.
Motorist.
Mm-hmm.
In my current understanding of Midnight Motorist, where it's basically Scott just being like, "Here's the death order," because we've got Charlie, we've got Susie, and then we've got crying child running away from home with Michael on the couch and Afton coming home. The only person that makes sense to be in the mound is Elizabeth to explain why she's dead, but I don't agree with Elizabeth dying before Fredbear's. I just can't.
Yep.
Because it doesn't make any sense with the Springlock suit and the Springlock failure.
Yep.
Because honestly, at this point, I don't even need to explain why Afton builds big murder remnant robots. Because it's like, at some point, he has to do that anyway. And it's never going to make sense. It's always going to feel like a leap. Because it's like, he goes from serial killer to insane inventor with a miles deep bunker under the ground.
Mm-hmm.
maybe his bunker is made up of the remnants of the toy factory or of the
Of Murray's
costume manor.
Yes, sister location is built on Murray's costume manor. The Afton House is built on sister location. The restaurant is connected to the Afton House.
These things do look
FNAF
fun time-esque.
All right, bunker is crazy. All right, so we're gonna go because these boys are just playing Minecraft at this point. And I'm gonna have a video premiere in 10 minutes. So if you guys want to just kind of stick around on YouTube, the one that you guys watched.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a good video.
Okay. The video where you ruined FNAF.
Yes, I made some edits that Unwithered suggested. TDreads suggestion was what you say it was too obvious or something.
I said I can't believe you have to make a video this obvious. It's like you're talking to fourth graders.
GiBi, will there be a Minecraft SMP? Not that I would run because I know nothing about Minecraft. I mean, I've been playing Minecraft for 14 years or whatever, but I'm really bad at it.
What?
What?
Yo, Withered Circle, you got coal? I need coal.
Okay. All right. Thank you, guys.
All right. So everyone.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah. Tiger Rock Plush is gonna upload a video. I'm gonna upload a video. And
what?
Yeah, we'll see you. I will see you tomorrow.
The Tiger Rock Plush.
So this per Trico's YouTube channel.
Hold on, I can't hear Withered Circle. I'm leaving. Thanks, guys.
Bye, TDreads.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, he just playing Minecraft. All right, goodbye, everyone. Yeah. We will see you next time. I'll see you tomorrow, probably.
Everybody.
Bye.
That was fun. Sweet. Best of luck with the premiere. I'll probably tune in for it because I'm going on a walk now. And then, oh yeah. Are premieres supposed to be bad for a video?
Bye, everyone.